fuck's sake. Oh, I should have thought that through. Oh well. Let's see, are we live? Okay, there we go. Mute. Let me mute this real quick. Is this live yet? Yeah, we are. Okay. What's up, chat? What's up? How we doing? Yo, this guy goons. No, I certainly do not. That's not the best way to start the stream. If you want to start the stream on a good note, how about we hit that like button, fellas? And yeah, my mic is on. All right, we're all good. I hate you. I'm sorry, Jesse, bro. I'm sorry. Yo, I love you, JG2. That's a lot more positive. I love you too, buddy. How about that? Wait, what? Chat, by the way, I don't know when the announcement is. I'm just going to be live until he does the announcement. I'm not sleeping until Dana announces. Makhachev, sorry, no, what the fuck am I saying? Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Guaranteed. You know what? Should we do some predictions like I did in the last stream? What's going to happen, you know? 9 events, the 7 events. Sorry, this chat's moving so fast on StreamYards. Holy shit. Sorry, chat. Let me lock in here. J2 is a femboy, by the way. I'm certainly not. Maybe the hair right now isn't helping with those allegations, but that is something I'm not, okay? 9 events, the 7 events we know that are coming up, and the 2 more fights because Dana is clueless. Are you fucking kidding me? That better not be the case. Are you fucking serious right now? Either way, there's going to be oh, God, actually, I maybe shouldn't have done this. I'm going to be live the whole time. Who cares? It's fun, you know. Watch it be super, but now it'll be UFC. I think Dana knows well enough not to fuck with us like that, you know. You can fuck with us for so much. We're going to get fucked so much before we have enough, you know. What announcement is there? We're going to find out. Dana's going to be announcing the something about 9 events. I know for facts. Strickland versus Khamzat Chimaev. That's guaranteed. Am I right, chat? I don't even need to ask chat. We all agree on that. We all know that's going to happen. Other than that, I'm not all that sure, to be honest. You look usable. Thank you. I appreciate that, bud. G2, we are praying Strickland, and this chat moves so fast on StreamYards. Holy shit. Well, thank you, chat. I appreciate all the love and support here. G2, we are praying Strickland and Gaethje wins. Ilya isn't a bad champ. I just love Justin. No. I want Ilya to win. Listen, I appreciate not even I'm rooting for Ilya, to be honest. If Gaethje wins, the fact this on the White House would be special. That would be remarkable. But yeah, I don't want it. It just wouldn't feel. It'd be like, oh fuck, what a waste of a star we had. Like Arman could have beaten him. You know, at least there's some longevity out of Arman. You know, Gaethje's like he's closer to 40 than he is 35 by the time they fight anyway. Sup, man? What's been going on? I just fell asleep in my work clothes. I recommend maybe showering, getting dressed even. I'd probably recommend that, but nothing much. I just started going live, so. And I'm going to be live until Dana White announced the Conor McGregor return. So, Tyra and Yuri will win. I'm low-key thinking of going Joshua Fan. I was going to go Tyra like everyone else. I think everyone's going Tyra just mainly because of the grappling, but I might go Fan, to be honest. Low-key. I'm edging it. Yuri, though, I'm going to go Yuri just because, what was the reason? Oh, yeah, no, I remember now. No, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, he's just built different. And I'm not even joking, chat. That's genuinely why I'm picking him. Now that Alex Pereira's left the division, there's no one in there that could beat Yuri Prochazka. That's all. You have to be built different to beat Yuri Prochazka. And that was Alex Pereira. Carlos Ulberg ain't doing that. You ain't going to win a pitter-patter leg kick, volume leg kick at range. Decision over Yuri Prochazka. He's not going to allow it. He's going to come for your head for 5 rounds, mind you. You know, was Dana going live on JG? It's going to be on Instagram. I don't know when, but at some point in the near future, you know. But I'll be live the whole step of the way there, you know. MMA Guru versus Michael Chandler's kids prediction. I mean, there's 3 of them, 3 of them. I think there's 2 of them adopted, 1 of them biological, on the way. How many years would it take? I mean, once they get to teenage years, then they could probably handle them. I'd probably say so. You'd have to give it it'd be a while, to be honest. Hi, JJ. What's up, Warhorse? What's up, brother? What's up? My favorite Kiwi MMA YouTuber right there. Are we, sorry, I just realized you came in after I just said Ulberg was going to lose, but I don't give a fuck. Ulberg fucking sucks. I hate Ulberg. I hope he gets fucking flatlined, bro. When you expect the announcement? Honestly, I don't know. I'm hoping like at least I just thought why not go live because I'm just gonna sit here waiting. So I'm hoping the longest I'll go live until it happens. So if it takes 12 hours, I'll just be live the whole time, I guess. But I'm hoping like latest I have to wait here is 4 hours is what I'm hoping for. Warhorse and JG2 together. Will you guys ever collab? We can possibly, it's maybe in the works. JG2, what if Alex gets eye poked and loses? I mean, it's a possibility. I'd probably put his goggles on. I've been chat. I said this on my stream with Flying Squirrel. I think this is if I was on Team Gaethje for this Topuria fight, listen, we're at the White House. Ilya's like, you know what I mean? He's not going to come out of this one. He's not going to pull out. He's not going to not continue to fight if something happens. Eye poke him. Gaethje's going to come out thick and fast. He's going to eye poke him in the first round. And honestly, I think the statistic is if you eye poke in the first round, you are 74% like... No, the people that eye poke in the first round, 74% of the time win the fight. So I think that's... I honestly think that's a good game plan. And also, even if Herb or whoever the fuck's reffing it, officiating it, even if they take a point away, it doesn't really matter because you're going to get flatlined any minute anyway. So you're going to have to get an eye poke early and a dick kick. Honestly, I'd go as dirty as possible because Gaethje's probably he's going to retire if he loses, which he's going to lose. He only has about 3 minutes before he's unconscious. I would go for eye pokes and I would also go for... what was I saying? I'd just go for fouls, to be honest. Am I late? No, you're not late. None of us are late. We're actually, to be honest, we're quite early, to be honest. But we're getting there, When's the collab with MMA Joey? I think I burnt that bridge well enough. I wish him all the best, though, Shout out to MMA Joey, I guess. I don't like his... I don't really like what he has to say, but like best of luck to him, I guess, Epic fan, you're a tard. I don't think so. I think fans are... I mean, that's not... Oh, sorry. My apologies. I'm picking the champion to win. I get it's a controversial champion nowadays, but he's still a champion, Do you have to watch UFC BJJ or will it be on Instagram? It's going to be on Instagram. I don't think Dana even knows the BJJ shows going on right now. So I don't even think that's a... I don't think that's a concern of ours right now, to be honest. When's Uncle Dana announcing? Any minute now. Any minute now. It could be a minute from now. Could be like 5 hours from now. I have no way of knowing. You know what, chat? This is actually the first time I've ever gone out of my way to watch his Instagram live. I've actually made an Instagram account just to do this. Because usually I'll just wait until it's all posted on Twitter and then, bish bosh, MMA Guru versus JG2 for the co-main in the White House. God, that would pay me well. I'd definitely do it. Do you watch kickboxing or Muay Thai? I definitely don't. No. What time? I mean, I don't even watch boxing, to be honest with you. What time are you staying up for the stupid announcement? Until it happens, I'm here all night long. Who's with me, chat? Can we get a like on the stream, my fellow JG2ers in chat? JG2, do you rep WP? Me and all my brothers do. What is that? I don't know. I'm worried for what that is. That could mean anything. Wet pussy? I guess so. Predictions for all the events that will be announced. Yeah, we can do not announcements. I wish I was doing any announcements. We can do predictions, actually, like the previous stream here. We can get chat involved as well, which, it's always lovely to do here. All right, let me just add this screen share real quick. Thoughts on the JG2 files? I neither confirm or deny. No, I deny. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Anyway, let's go here. All right, all right, the camera's kind of in the way, but it's all good. All right, here we go. So 100% happens. Yeah. Then we'll do... Actually, let's just... Yeah, we'll do it like this. Let's say 50%. No. Let's just say maybe happens. No chance. So first and foremost, Chimaev versus Strickland. That's happening. May 9th. Actually, I don't want to put the dates. Anyway. Make a poll. But chat can just tell me what they think. Patchy Mix lost the other day. Yeah, I know. I saw Akamoto. Shout out to... You know what, chat? For those that know Anarchy MMA, who did a banger video today, by the way. Anarchy, if you're in chat, I know you're not, but chat, I didn't realize until he did a short recently where he pronounced it Aniki. And I'm like, I thought it was Anarchy the whole time, but just wait, I'm right. What did you say, Noodle? What did you say? I didn't see your... What are you right on? I don't know. Put Strickland / Imavov in case the division has order. I'm telling you, no. I promise you, Strickland's happening. There's no Imavov. No shot. I don't believe it. I think Strickland's guaranteed to happen, especially after the Fluffy win. They're gonna want him. You know what I mean? They're gonna want him to. I just think it's guaranteed. DDP. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, chat. By the way, I don't know. Actually, maybe should I put this in? Maybe Usman return. I think that's let me just put the little. There we go. So we know that's the predictions. I think Usman returns. I feel that's likely. I know he's been sitting out and complaining this whole time, but chat, how do you feel about that one? I feel like that's a good, I feel like that's a reasonable prediction. I'm putting it in maybe for now, but DDP versus Allen, 100%. It wasn't DDP injured until a certain amount of time. I don't know. Rose with the $2. Thank you, Rose. I don't know, those are Romanian dollars or Russian dollars. Whatever they are, I appreciate it, Rose, wherever you're training at right now. Shout out to Rose over there. Announcement tonight, or you faking news? No, there's an announcement tonight. I wouldn't fake that. I definitely would feel bad if I faked it and you donated $2. There will be an announcement. I can't tell you when. I think if I had to guess, it's going to be hours from now. But I'm going to be live the whole time. But there's going to be announcements. Dana White said he's going to do something about the next 9 events. I don't know how far back that goes. So I don't know how far we're predicting here. But thank you for the $2, Rose. I really appreciate that. It's Brazilian, man. Oh, shit. If you're from Brazil, shout out to the Brazilians. You know, my people. I am half Brazilian in case people thought I was joking. I'm half Brazilian, by the way. That's why I kind of look a bit, you know. But shout out to the Brazilian. Those are my people right there. When's Yan versus Murad free, do you think? Chad, do you think that's a possibility of an announcement? I don't know when that would be. We know that's going to happen. And chat, we also know now if O'Malley beats Sahabi, which I think he will do, he's next in line. So Umar's going to have to really put in some work, you know. My mum is British, and my dad Brazilian. So yeah, next 9 events means all of May and all June. Dana said every event until June 30th. Okay, let me write that down. Events up to June 30th. Okay, that's it. But you know what, chat? If that's true, then we got International Fight Week. So I'm going to actually put this, chat. Now, this isn't... Okay, I'm going to put this in maybe. Conor McGregor. Now, listen, I do agree, chat. I know someone's going to tell me he's never going to fight. I'm with you, chat. I'm with you. I understand. But at the same time, it is a possibility. I'm honestly coming around to the idea that he actually will fight soon. That's not actually Rose, right? No, it's Rose. She's just training in Brazil right now. We're close. You know, me and Rose were like this. Not as close as Rose and Pat Barry are, but we're close, you know. Is it in July? Okay, I'm dumb as fuck. Never mind. I thought it was in June. My bad. Yeah, ignore that. Put McGregor in no chance. I think it's a possibility, you know. I mean, if they're going to announce International Fight Week, now that I know it's up until June, possibly not. But you know what? I could see Dana being like, stay tuned until I announce the International Fight Week announcement next month, you know. Oh, chat, actually. This is a... What can I put this? I need to put this as a category, actually. Oh, how do I put this? Wild JG2 guess. Addition to White House card. Yeah, let me word that as new fight added to White House card. Chat, low key. I feel like that's. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. Give me good odds on it though. I want good odds on it. Give me plus 300. I might take the bet on that. I might actually. JG, how do you explain your name appearing in the... Okay, let me not read the rest of that message. 0%. I feel like there's a possibility. Plus 300 odds. I'm taking that. I'm taking a bet on that. I hope Quill and Sal... Yeah, let's... I don't actually know how you... They're not going to announce a Salkill fight in this kind of manner, right? I'm really going to butcher this name. Apologies, my friend. Suleiman Naveed. Thank you for the £2. I really hope I got that right. Thank you for the £2 so much, bro. Hamzat, Sean, Islam, Ian, or Morales. Yan Murad free. Yeah, okay, I'll get... yeah, for sure. I do think... So this is what I think, Naveed. I feel like we're on first name basis. I feel like that's not your first name, I guess. But I'm going to call you Naveed because that's the easier part to pronounce. Thank you again for the £2. I appreciate it. I do think Islam and Morales, one of them are getting announced in a fight, whether that be Islam or not. I think But Islam is injured though. That's the problem. So if he's not able to make it to the White House, I feel like he can't be here, right? So I feel like Makhachev has to be August. But I do see a Morales. Let me put Morales / Gary fight. Maybe they fight each other. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yan Marav free. Yan's injured, but I don't know when he's back. Chat's going to have to let me know on that one. Because the thing is, Naveed, it's like it has to be before, it can't be past June. I know Makhachev can't return till June, right? But until at least after June, right? Hamzat Sean, I agree on 100%. That's 100%. Chimaev got a fight announced as well on the same card on May 9th. So also, chat, they moved, if no one knows, they moved Joaquin Buckley and Sean Brady to the May 9th card. So it's no longer a Fight Night main event. It's now on the what will be Strickland Hamzat Chimaev event, which I might pull up the events and we can go through them. May 9th, I don't know which one it is, 328. That is a banger card so far. Hamzat Strickland, Joaquin Buckley and Strickland. No, what the fuck? Well, Buckley and Brady. And there's another one that was a pretty good fight that I forgot already. Yamara free. But isn't Yan injured with the back injury? I don't know when he's back. No pun intended, you know? Waldo, yeah. No, Waldo's fighting Volkov. But they've already announced that, I'm pretty sure. Charles versus Arman. It's too soon, I feel like, for a Charles announcement, right? Oh, yeah, the Malky. Yeah, I could put... Yeah, but we already... I'm going to leave that because that's already, announced. We know that one's happening 100%, right? Love the squirrel video. Helped me through work. People thought I was crazy laughing to myself, but you guys are funny. Yeah, shout out to Flying Squirrel. He's a cool guy. I'd love to get him on again. I feel we'd be down for it. So if he wants to come on again, absolutely, for sure. I got him on the Discord and whatnot, so I'll hit him up maybe. I was hoping that you guys would enjoy it for those that watched the Squirrel stream. I did feel like I was kind of speaking a bit too fast and cutting him off at times, but he's a cool guy. I like Squirrel a lot. G2, Sean Silver Fight Night announcement soon. Could Silver get an announcement? I don't know. I know he just had the Bryce Mitchell grappling match. But you know what, chat? There's also the rumors of Evloev pulling out of the Murphy fight. So there was rumors of Silver. I know it's just rumors right now. It's due to visa issues. I hope not. Actually, no, I hope so. I hope he does pull out because I'd love to see Sean Silver get slimed out by Murphy. When's JG going to let me hit? Oh, sorry, let me go. Let me on. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said let me hit. I really read ahead there. I don't know why I read it that way. I'll maybe set sign up for sign with you as a Noodle. J2, I love you. I love you too, brother. Derek Lewis versus Teixeira. We already had that, though. Will he announce a Derek Lewis fight? I don't know, to be honest. Bryce Mitchell pointing to the center. Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. You know what? Even though I hate Sean Silver, I fucking hate him. Fuck Sean Silver. But I do appreciate that, he kind of let the Bryce stuff, fucking go, That I hate when he was kind of just being a cunt to him, G2, can we see your grappling Sean Silver, please? Can we see me grappling Sean Silver? No, he'd beat my ass for sure. Even if we started grappling, he'd fucking, God knows what he'd do to me. Fucking oil check me. G2, does it clap when you walk? We can put it to the test. Nah, I'm not going to put it to the test. Connor, I think Connor's a possibility. I know chat's kind of telling me, no. Listen, if I had to bet my life, gun to my head, I'm feeling better saying no. But I feel like there's a slim chance. Even though I feel like he's on International Fight Week, but maybe there's a hint of it. I don't know. Please let me always check. Salau versus Aljo is good. Yeah, they've made that the main event for what was Buckley and Brady. So... which was in the Apex. So, yeah, that's a good thing. It's in the Apex, I guess. Arnold Allen, though, that's the one. My cousin is back. We love Arnold Allen around here. We are back, Maybe I'll eat the one-chip challenge if he loses, because he ain't going to lose. Leon versus Connor. Leon Connor's not going to happen. But you know what, chat? Do we get a Leon Edwards announcement? Maybe a Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal, But you know what? So far, I do think this is guaranteed. DDP Allen. That could be a Fight Night main event, right? Unless someone thinks it's maybe a numbered event featured fight. But I'm going to go a Fight Night main event. This has to happen. One of these has to get a fight. One of them's going to get the shot, I would imagine. And one of them's going to have to fight somebody else. So, Alan Fussier. Yo, JG. What's up, Spyro, bro? What's up, bro? Connor beats Leon. That's absolutely not true. Even there's not even a puncher's chance of it. Holloway versus Paddy. Well, Holloway's just fought. Paddy... I don't see him really taking a fight this soon. Who could, I don't know, who else could be guaranteed? You know what? Ankalaev, that might be a shout right there. We heard, yeah, Umar Ankalaev could be a possibility. I don't know who Ankalaev would fight, though. Maybe at Ankalaev. I don't know. Jan Blachowicz took a fight. I think he's doing a rematch with Gustav. Shit, I don't know. Maybe I need to pull up the rankings. Should we pull up the rankings? We're going to get Macy Barber versus Shevchenko and bunch of super events. Now, I mean, we're going to get Shevchenko versus Natalia Silva, which is unfortunate because I fucking hate Shevchenko nowadays. I'm praying on I've never prayed on a woman's downfall. That's done me no wrong. And that's one I'm praying on a downfall. Honestly, I'm sick of Shevchenko. I'm sick of her trying to stand up for a shit event as well. This is mixed martial arts. It's a piss break. We don't want it. Respect to Justin for acting like an actual champion and not taking 9 months to fight again after a win. Yeah, I know, but Justin, I mean, he is the interim, to be fair, so he can't be calling all the shots. But he's getting an Ilya Taporia fight on the White House, which I'm saying it as if it's a treat, but it's more so like he's going to get assassinated. You know what I mean? Insta? I mean, is it? I don't think Dana's live right now, right? No, Dana. I'm refreshing. Let me have a look. Dana White. I never really used Instagram, so I don't know how this works, but I don't see Dana live right now. I can't check it right now, Nudo. I'll check it maybe after the announcement or something. I'm kind of scared of fucking up the stream right now, Colby, I don't think it's going to get announced because Colby was talking about the Bo Nickel thing and the situation, how he was on the white card or the White House card. But maybe that's enough time has passed that he would have taken it. But he's not going to take a fight. I'll let you know, Noodle. I'll let you know what I think. I'll check it out afterwards. Dana's on live. Yeah, no, I'll just keep. Someone with chat will let me know. I know chat would just go crazy about it, right? I love how the UFC said fuck Imavov. I know, I'm happy with it. I fuck Imavov as well. I don't know how you feel. I prefer the Strickland fight. Listen, I think Khamzat Chimaev beats Strickland. I think he beats him. I think he beats everyone. He smashed everyone, brother. There's no way around it. But I like the Strickland fight. I like it a lot. I think he's got better get-ups. Khamzat said it himself. If he can just kind of get Khamzat to work enough to kind of slow him down, gas out, pause. What did I say? But if he can kind of work that goofy kind of just, that poor man's Philly shell and whatnot, and kind of get him to slow down a little bit, just kind of pepper him with some shots, that Strickland masterclass he usually goes on. Who wins, Super Saiyan 2 Goku or Bo Nickel? Well, I'd have to I'll go Kid Goku over Bo Nickel. So, chat, you know what? With the White House card, by the way, I have to say this. Even though I'm someone that's I don't want to say I'm fully in support of it. I don't even think we should be going there, especially at this point with the economic state of the world right now, But why are we pushing chat? Is anyone with me on this? But Bo Nickel's 30. Is he the 30-year-old prospect that's going to deliver? I don't see it. I don't see it happening. You know what I mean? I feel like let me just fix my camera. I don't see what we get out of it. And if Kyle Dorcas wins, it's just like, Kyle Dorcas, I feel bad for him getting hate because it's not really his fault. But what do we get out of that? You know what I mean? Even with Steve Garcia, I like that he's getting this opportunity. But if he wins, which I don't think he will, but I don't know. What do we do, Bo Nickel will never be champion ever. I'm with you. I agree, Ricky. That's what I'm saying, though. It's not because he's not listen, to be honest, I don't dislike Bo Nickel. I know everyone I was with everyone when we had the good hate watch. But after that, he humbled himself. I'm kind of just cool with him. So I'm just kind of he's all right. He's okay. But I'm not Bo Nickel's fighting. Holy fuck. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a fun fight. I don't know what I get out of Bo Nickel. I don't understand it, Bo Nickel is for obese American dads that watch college wrestling. I guess so. It would have been, my biggest gripe with the White House card is it just needed prelims. But I guess because they're saying it's a high security risk. But chat, is this not a possibility? Because I was speaking to Flying Squirrel about this and he brought up a good point. But because it's on a Sunday night, can we not have a fight night the day before? Or maybe they can run something in the Apex and then the broadcast cuts over to the White House. We'll just have the B team and the Apex running an event. And then we'll head over to the White, you know what I mean? It'll cut over to the White House or something. Could that not be a possibility, Alan versus Costa in May? Yeah, no, I can't wait for that one. I can't wait for that one at all. He's a good prospect, but hey, Arnold Allen, we are Arnold Allen. That would be sick. Yeah, I think Squirrel made a good point with that one. I just thought, if they could run a good undercard prelim thing just at the Apex, I guess, Maybe you do actually sign a Gable Stevenson against a Derek Lewis and they're just around, you know what I mean? They're not organized enough for that. There's enough time to get there. I feel like they could do that. Or at the very least, they can do it on the Saturday because the White House is on the Sunday, you know? What happened? Did I miss? Oh, you didn't miss anything. We're just waiting on the announcements to happen. We're just currently guessing what is going to be it. Can I actually edit this? Because I feel like I can make better use of my camera here. All right, this was way, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Is that better for you, chat? Sorry, let me just check. This worked, right? This is working. I'm just checking it's updating my camera. Oh, yeah, it has. Okay, we're good. Anywho, what was I saying? Finally, I know, tell me about it. I'm dumb as fuck. But, you know, to be in my defense, it is 1 a.m. So, you know. What was it, International Fight Week? It's just the week of international fight weeks, you know, where they do the big events, where McGregor will show up, you know. It's the double sale, you know. The Mac's back with these Irish fucking... Nah, let me not do that. Don't want to get political over here. Highs with the 11 months. Thank you, brother. What time? Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. What's up, Highs? I don't know. I appreciate you being here, though. Thank you for the 11 months. Highs, we've nearly made it a whole year together. My favorite, you know what, Highs, I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are my favorite Mexican person. I love you so much, buddy. So thank you for the 11 months. And King Crimson with the $2. Thank you, bro. Can't wait for Dana's Game Boy Advance camera. What's up, fight fans? You know, yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not the worst. It's just, I don't. Chat. By the way, I've been thinking about this, but does Dana do the Nokia phone, the Nokia recording fucking announcements on purpose? Because like, it kind of brings attention how stupid it is, right? Also, I thought this. Dana doesn't give us a time and announcement because all of us go live. We all talk about it for the whole day. And it kind of makes, you know, for a lot of news, I guess. It kind of gets it in the headlines. BMF title fight on the White House? Nah, because I feel like maybe, I don't know. I can't see them turning around and getting an Oliveira fight done by then. But actually, let me move this up so we can make some more predictions here. But I can see... I can see a fight added to the White House. I don't mind that. I really don't. They've probably seen a lot of criticism about it. Ariel Helwani already reported they may add another fight the other day. So I really don't mind that. I feel like that's a possibility right there. It shows how little he cares. Yeah, I know, but like at the same time, it is kind of effective, right? Like it does it works. It's almost I don't know. It's kind of almost endearing how shit the UFC is nowadays and how little they care. That it's kind of got its own vibe to it, you know. It's just so. I don't know. They got billions of dollars, but we can't do anything but a Dana White Instagram live, you know. Highs with the $2. Thank you, bro. Good Noodle too. He's been there too as well. Is Good Noodle Mexican? I didn't know this. This is new law. Is he Mexican? But Good Noodle is a day one for sure. Shout out to Good Noodle right there. The best part, I'm white as fuck. Okay, that's Good Noodle's a white Mexican. Okay. Isn't that like Canelo, I guess? Isn't he Mexican, but he's ginger, so. But shout out to you know what? The Mexicans are probably some of the nicest people that I've experienced being on the internet, to be honest. Not to say no one else is, but I don't know. Mexicans are always like joking around. They're always nice, to be honest. I had Mexican food today, so I'm Mexican too. Yeah, I had what's it? I had the most like I had some Taco Bell today, which is kind of overhyped, if I'm being honest. Did your dad teach you Portuguese? No, I don't know any Portuguese. Dana, former Mexican here. Former what? Former Mexican. Did he say former? Did he say former? Yeah, former. That's one of the funniest clips in all of MMA media history. That's the funniest fucking thing. Oh, my God. Anyway, chat, what other predictions can we do here? 100% Hamzat versus Strickland, guaranteed. DDP versus Allen, guaranteed. I feel like that's a fight night main event, but I could be off with that. But I don't know who you give these. I don't know what, like, can someone give me some Does Bilal get an announcement? Does Bilal come back? Do you like Persona 5? I haven't played it. I like the music, though. Dana announced it on YouTube. What did he announce on YouTube? American Now? Oh, yeah, American Now. He was ahead of his time. He knew what was going to happen politically. So, you know, Gary versus Prates. No, but we already got Prates versus JDM. So, Kayla versus Nunes. That could happen. But the problem is they weren't ready for the White House card. And there's no announcements really that far out from the White House. So, I feel like it's not going to happen, right? 50-minute video. What's the 15-minute video? Oh, it's on YouTube. Let me have a look. He's saying it's on YouTube. What is on YouTube? Are you telling me the announcement's on YouTube? If it is, we'll watch it right now. Oh, is it? Oh, let me just pull this. So Highs with another $2. Thank you, brother. It's on you. All right, let me go. Where is it? I don't see it. Dana, what, UFC? Are you trolling me, chat? Let's have a look. I don't see anything on YouTube here. What am I looking on YouTube? Are we trolling? Chat, I feel like I've been trolled. Chat, there's nothing on YouTube. YouTube. But what am I looking on YouTube? What the fuck am I meant to? Chat, by the way, 288 people, 2 people. Can we get some likes up on the stream? It's on YouTube. Chat, I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Where on YouTube? Oh, you said it's a 15-minute video. Oh, here we go. All right, let me pull this up, chat. We'll watch this together. Should we all, let's all experience this as a whole, like, family here. Actually, all right. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of UFC footage, though. All right. You know what? We'll just break this down, I guess. We'll break this down together right here. Let me just change my... Okay. I'm pulling it up, chat. 1 second. How do I screenshot? Let me turn this off. Let me remove this. Let me add screen. Fucking hell. How do I change this? All right. Stop. Share screen. All right, I'm pulling it up, chat. Here we go. All right. So first and foremost, we have got... All right. Let me move my camera. God damn, this is going to get fucking... Actually, you know what? I could just do this. I could just do this. This will be perfectly fine. Here we go. All right, we're here. We're here. All right, let's go. First off, I mean, we already knew this. I'm trying not to... all right, let me just see. We're not off to the best start with that one. Okay, moving on. All right, let's see. Yeah, we already knew Aljo and Salal. That's happening. We've got... All right, these are all the ones we know are happening here. Oh, shit, let's go. Dariush versus Quillen Salkilled. Let's go. Co-main event. I don't know what event this is. Perth 7. No, sorry. That's a Perth card. Okay. Dariush Salkilled. Perth is looking like a sick event, chat. That is a sick event right there. Okay, we got Quillen Salkilled, Dariush. Dariush is getting another minority right there. So GG's to Dariush. Quillen's coming. The future right there. Shout out to Quillen Salkilled. One of the coolest fucking fighters. One of the coolest prospects we got going right now. So I'm hyped for that one. Chat, so how are we feeling about one? I'm giving that one as a co-main event for a fight night with how Salkilled's going right now. I think that's a banger right there. That's a sick one. I think I'm going round 1 KO, to be honest. All right, let's see here. What else have we got? I'm happy with that. That's a good one. Here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought that said Volkanovski. Okay. Hamzat versus Strickland. We knew that was going to happen. Volkov Acosta. Hopefully Volkov smokes him. Buckley. Oh, yeah. Oh, I already said that about that. Jeremy Stevens and Bobby Green. I'm not calling him King Green. All right, this is a nice card. May 9th. I know there's some decent prelim fights. Hamzat Strickland, I like that. I like Volkov Acosta. I like that. I think Volkov beats him. Could have been a better co-main, but the card itself is nice. Actually, I don't know if it's even all that nice, to be honest. It's kind of mid. It's kind of mid. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. I had to see the prelims. But I like the fights. The fights. But Jan Blachowicz and Gustav is like, why are we even rematching them? That's so fucking pointless. But Green and Jeremy Stevens, certified hood classic right there. Can we get the prelims on that? All right, so they're just talking about Hamzat. Oh, Arnold Allen, my cousin. If you didn't know, guys, I'm cousins with Arnold Allen. We love him over here. My hair's pissing me off. Crazy frame to be paused on, but yeah, there we go. All right, shout out to Arnold Allen. All right, here we go. Yadong versus... All right, Figueiredo, please, brother. Pack it up. We ain't trying to watch you get hurt again, Unc. I'm going to be honest, Figueiredo kind of needs to pack this shit up right here. But you know what, Yadong, what card is that on? May 30th. Oh, 5 rounds, so that's a main event. Kind of a cooked main... Am I wrong, chat? That's kind of a cooked main event, right? Washed Figueiredo. I love Figueiredo. I think we all love Figueiredo, but kind of a washed Figueiredo. I don't really need him as a main event. You know what I mean? Your dog needs that one. Yeah, true. Your dog's gonna beat him. I guess it's a good pick me up after the O'Malley one. Jan's son, unfortunately, will be, but it's just I don't know. It's just the corpse of Figueiredo. You know, chat. We're like halfway through, and also we have this is where the new stuff started. So we got a while to go here. That's pretty fucking sick. Chat, by the way, before I didn't even see what that said, but I know it was Bilal. Chat, by the way, we didn't get the Dana White Instagram live, by the way. We didn't even get that. We've got the whatever the fuck this is, which is pretty nice. What else do we have here, though? We've got Bilal versus All right, Gabriel Bonfirm. I don't mind it. We need to give Bilal lower down the ranking, so I really don't mind that one at all. I'll take that. Main event, though. I'm kind of done with Bilal being a main event. That's kind of a... As long as Bilal gets finished, that should be good, I guess. What else we got? Oh, I thought they added a new fight. Oh, okay. I thought my prediction was going to come in there. I thought it was about to come in there. Okay. All right, they just... Oh, is that it? Is that it? That might be it. Okay, maybe that was a bit shitter than I thought, chat. I don't know. Terrible main event. I thought there was a few more. So, what I mean, it's pretty much UFC 328 that's mainly getting announced, right? Terrible main event. Who the fuck is that guy? I hate Bilal. Oh, yeah, sorry. If you didn't know, Bilal Muhammad, former champion. Remember the name. Fucking Bilal. Kind of mid. Yeah, I thought there'd be another one there. You know, Pavlovich versus Teixeira. Did that get announced somewhere? I don't know where that was. Do I see Pavlovich? I don't know. I don't see it anywhere. I thought they were showing this to say they added another fight, but I guess not. But nothing else here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this, chat. I was kind of hoping for maybe... I don't know. I'm happy with this. I just not all that much shock value for me. Bilal first confirmed, mid out of 10. Yeah, for sure. It is what it is, though. Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley on 328. Yeah, chat, how do you feel about this card, though? I don't know if I'm used to UFC being kind of watered down now, but I do like, I don't know, I got to see the prelims on this. I'm pretty sure there's a couple other decent fights on the prelims already. But I don't mind this. This is a pretty nice card. I will enjoy this, you know what I mean? Is anyone else excited? Because I'm actually hyped to watch Strickland Hamzat, to be honest. If Strickland beats him, which I'm not betting on, but if he does, that'll be some cinema right there. Gutierrez versus Diaz. Oh, yeah, Ozzy Diaz, the Gutierrez one. Yeah, but I don't mind Gutierrez just fucking flatlining Diaz. That'd be pretty funny. Wilder versus Volkov. Yeah, chat, I feel like Volkov... But you know what? Although Wilder's been doing the right things with the eye patch stuff, this is kind of where it comes to an end, right? I feel like this is where that ends. Anyway, let me move a camera over back to... let me move it back over here, I guess. Let me cover up Hamzat Chimaev. No offense or nothing, Hamzat, if you're watching, you know what I mean? Go to 8:32... on the video, it's in the background. All right, let me have a look. 8:32. 8:32. Oh, nice find. Okay, yeah, we got Pavlovich versus Teixeira. Bro, why is Teixeira getting all these opportunities, by the way? Why are they... Bro, Pavlovich is going to smoke him. Pavlovich is just going to KO him. We're getting prime Pavlovich back, surely. Wilder by Dominican Spirit. Probably. No, I'm going Volkov. I'm rooting for Volkov, and I think he wins. Actually, I don't even mind Wilder. It probably would be better for the division that Wilder wins, just because the UFC seems to fucking hate Volkov. So, you know what, chat? I'm glad I went live the time I did. I thought we were gonna have to wait a lot longer than that. This wasn't bad at all, to be honest. This was pretty good timing. Volkov first, Pereira, then Aspinall. Yeah, I mean, tell him we're gonna do him right. We know you got robbed by Garn. Tell him we're gonna do him right. So we're gonna make him. What is it that Volkov had to do? Did he even fight since the Garn rematch? We're gonna put him back on the Apex. Let him know. You know what I mean? Can you please recap the announcement? I certainly can, my friend. So let's. I guess we can break this down real quick. Obviously, we knew of the Aljo Salau. Maybe some people didn't know of these. Hang on, was there one I missed here? I mean. Charles Jourdain. That's pretty cool. Did I miss something here? All right, we already knew this one. This was UFC 327, right? 327 is a banger, so that's looking fun. Did they not? Oh, yeah, we knew the JDM one. The co-main being Dariush Salkilled. This is one of the best announcements to me. I really like this announcement right here. Sick fight. I love to see Quillen Salkilled killing it. And he's going to kill another, we know where they are. So he's going to kill Dariush, to be honest, I think, anyway. Then we got the UFC 328 announcement. Hamzat Strickland, we already knew. It was kind of a given. Which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of underwhelming in general. I feel most people will feel, because I feel like most people just got Hamzat smashing everybody, right? But Strickland's a fun fight. Chat, you know what? This is the first press conference I'm going to look forward to. Chat, by the way, if you go back and watch when I first saw this, I screamed because I thought that said Alexander Volkanovski. I don't know if anyone else thought. At first glance, I thought Volkanovski got a fight. Get that Cyclops. All right, I got him off the screen, Spiro. My bad. My bad. The defender of Pakistan, Salkilled. Shout out to the pride of Pakistan, Quillan Salkill. I know, I just love Quillan Salkill, bro. He's such a sick prospect to have. I don't know where Dariush is ranked nowadays. What is it, ranked 12 or something? So we get Salkill in the rankings. That's a sick announcement right there. Sean Brady Buckley, we already know that's a good feature fight. I don't know how chat. I feel like this just needed a better co-main. Like if they just drop all of it, you know what? I'd probably drop Bohovic. Maybe if I give him a better opponent. I don't know. I just don't like this rematch. I love Jan Bohovic being on any card ever. I love Jan, but like the Gustav rematch is like, I don't know what it does for anyone. Green and Stevens is like that's a certified hood classic. You know what I mean? But I would drop these down and have a better co-main. And this would be a great card, I would say, you know? Dan Hooker with the $2. Thank you, Dan Hooker in chat. There's another. You versus me in my room. Okay, get that fucking off the screen right now. Anyway, move. I don't know you. No Islam fight this year. Probably August. He said his hand was injured, so we're going to have to wait on Khamzat Chimaev. By the way, chat, 300 people. Can we smash that like button? You know, I can't believe I just said that unironically. And now I'm stuttering. I'm losing aura over here. Is this real? This is real, my friend. We're on the UFC channel right now. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Buck, Khamzat, and Sean Strickland all at the same... Yeah, sure. Oh, I forgot about that. Buckley's going to have a lot to say over here, even though he's at welterweight, so he's not really got too... But, Buckley just yaps a lot of shit, as much as I love him. But you know what, chat? Early predictions, I'm going to go Khamzat to win. I'm going to go Volkov to win. I'm going to go I'll go Khamzat. Khamzat decision. Actually, am I starting to believe Strickland can get it done? I did live through Strickland Adesanya, so who knows? Is that all the announcements? Clyde, no, it isn't. Clyde, I think you're either Australian or Kiwi, right? Am I wrong? Quillan Salkill is going to be fighting Dariush on the co-main of the JDM Prates card, so that's a banger. And I'm just breaking down this one, but there's other announcements. No Shevchenko announcement. Thank God there isn't. Fuck Shevchenko. But I'm just breaking down this one quick, Clyde. Yeah, I'm going to go Khamzat win. But, oh, God, I want him to do it so bad. I really want him to do it. I'm going to go Volkov decision. I'm going to go Buckley to finish Brady. Listen, Brady stylistically, he should win. It makes all the sense in the world. He can't take a punch. He got finished on the feet by Bilal, so I'm done with Brady. I ain't trusting him. Jan Bohovic, if he can get the decision on this one, on the rematch, I'd love that. And I'm just going to go King Green. Why did I call him King? I meant Queen Green, my bad. But Clyde, what else did we get? Let me see here. Arnold Allen, you may have known of this one already. So that's a sick main event right there. Shout out to my cousin. We got Yadong versus Figueiredo. Crazy frame to be paused on. I don't like this one. I don't know. I love Figueiredo, but like washed Figueiredo as a main event, like in Big 26. I don't even want him fighting anymore. Can we just give him a lump of money to retire? You know what I mean? Buckley and Strickland going to bully Khamzat. That would be, you know what, maybe they'll do something like, you know what, maybe like Buckley talks about some Team America, like American coming for the Russians, and Strickland's like, yeah, this is a fucking thing, Buckley, you know. I train with Buck, you know what I mean? I think he's trained with him before, so maybe they can get into it, you know. Dana White needs to be set. Okay, fair enough. Moreno is in missionary. My cousin versus Figgy. I was Yadong, your cousin. Well, I mean, Arnold Allen is legitimately my cousin. I'm not even joking when I say that, to be fair. But anyway, what else was there? Yeah, Bilal main event against Bonfirm. I don't really care about this, to be honest, at all. I mean, what date is this? This is June 5th. That's it. June 6th. Okay. You know what? Now, it's around the White House card. Was anything? And then we found out in the back, Pavlovich is fighting all right, fucking baldy over here. Pavlovich and Teixeira. And Menafield and Zhang. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I missed that. I don't know. I feel like that. Maybe it's because I knew of the Allen one. I knew of the Aljo one. I knew of the Strickland Khamzat one. If you didn't know of those, bro, you okay? What did I do? Am I lagging still? Let me have a look. Am I lagging? I feel like I'm not lagging. Am I lagging? Am I back? I feel like I'm back, right? Had a mini strike. What happened, chat? I don't know what happened. I feel like I'm good, right? I feel like it's good. Has it gone back? Anywho, let me get back to this. Over here. I'm not muted. I'm not muted. Cam lagged while you were scribbling the video. Am I good? Am I back now? Is it all good? A lot of people have just left. We can't hear. Oh, can you not hear? Why can't it? StreamYard fucking sucks. All good now? Okay, we're back. All right. Someone's saying they can't hear. Someone's saying they. I think you need to unmute. I feel like that's the problem. Everyone's leaving the stream. Shit. Let me fix this quick. I feel like you can hear me, right? Oh, it is. You can hear me. Okay. All right. We're all back. So what was I saying? What was I doing over here? Let me read chat. Let me see what chat's saying. MMA Joey versus a diet. Hey, let's not be rude to Joey over here. You know what I mean? It's not his fault. Kind of is, but it is what it is. I can hear you. You're good. We can hear you. Okay, we're all good then. We're all good. Who does the winner of Izzy versus Piper fight next? If Izzy wins, I don't know what they're doing with Adesanya. I don't know. What do we do with Adesanya? If Piper wins, he's in the mix. Maybe you give him like a Brahalo, maybe, or Imavov if they're gonna fuck Imavov over, maybe. But Adesanya, I don't know. There's not really fun fights for him, right? I really have no idea what you can do with Adesanya. Chocolate croissants. Yeah, that's probably one of the best things France has given us. That probably is one of the best things, right? A croissant. I don't mind a croissant. I don't mind a baguette. You know what I mean? Other than that, I don't really need any more. Is he first at MVP? Chat, that's a boring fight, though. Is it not? That you really want Adesanya first at MVP? Because I don't, to be honest. 328 press conference is going to break the record for shortest runtime. Yeah, I mean, Strickland's going to have a lot to say. I don't know. Maybe chat? Do they censor Strickland? I hope not. I want him to go all out. And I want Hamzat to go all out. I really want them to. Listen, whatever side of the fence you stand politically or religiously, I want them to go at it. Up the stakes. Make yourself a fucking humiliation tour if you lose. You know what I mean? I want them to go. I want Buckley to yap shit. It's just, you know what? Actually, chat, this is a sleeper right here. Brady does get very salty a lot of the time. Buckley can upset him. I think Buckley can get a Brady. I think they can do some... I think they could talk a lot of shit together, to be honest. Oh, you know what, chat? By the way, this is a good fight night, actually. Looking at it being a fight night, Shang, Menifil, Pavlovich, Teixeira. This matchup shouldn't be happening. Sorry, my camera's in the way, but it says it here on the screen. The Pavlovich and Teixeira, why are we gifting these fucking fat heavyweight blobs opportunities? I don't understand. 328 press conference will be more censored than the files. I don't know if it'll be that censored because those are fucking... They're getting swept under the rug, unfortunately. We need to stop joking about it and make a more serious point of it. But, yeah, they may... I don't know. I don't think they will. I feel like... To be fair, people talk about Paramount censoring the UFC, but at the same time, they have South Park. You know, I don't think they really care about the UFC like that. It'll probably get shut down like Nate Diaz fight. Nah, I feel like it... But they were saying those were brawls and whatnot. I feel like they should let them just go out there, be a Walmart version of McGregor Khabib, you know what I mean? But Hamzat's going to be crazy instead of Khabib being all, you think whiskey going to help him, brother, you know? Oh, thank you very much. Omar, name. It's really, chat, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with names. I think that's Omar name, right? I think cool name, by the way. Thank you for the 25 Ron, bro. Hi, JG2. Good to see you again. Here is 25 Ron for you to bet on Yuri to win in the third round by KO against Carlos Ulberg. I will do... I can't actually bet specifically rounds until like it's the day of the fight on my betting app, but I will remember to put that on. I do think Yuri wins, and I'm assuming you're rooting for him as well. And yeah, we will slime out Ulberg. I'm with you on that one. I'll definitely put... Thank you for the 25 Ron, by the way. So thank you so much. Glad to see you as well, brother. Hope you doing well. You racist? Read the Indian's name correctly. I don't know if he's Indian. I feel like you're being a bit racist here. How do I know what he is, you know? But he's donating Ron, so all my homies love Yuri. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's picking Ulberg unless you're from that side of the world. And I think even most of those are probably... I think the most people bet or like rooting for Ulberg are probably his mum and dad, you know? He's obviously Indian. Well, you don't know that. You have no idea of knowing, you know? Omar, if you'd like to clarify, by all means, you know. Yo, is this UFC BJJ 6? Fowler versus Machado. Oh, you know what, chat? Actually, what we can pull up is the predictions I did because I really overhyped what was actually going to get announced. Let's just go through this real quick because it's kind of funny now. Yeah, this did not age well at all. Why is it not working here? Hang on, let me see if I can fix this. Is this going to work? All right, this works. I did events to happen to June. 100% happen. Well, we got Hamzat versus Strickland correct. DDP Allen, no. Morales Gary, no. Usman return, no. My wild guess of a new fight on the White House, no. Really shot hard on that one. I really shot for the moon. Barely landed on the star, you know what I mean? But at least, hey, I got one of them right. So I'll take it. I just installed my, I don't even, 1 second. Fucking hell. Shit was annoying to get. I'm just not. Chat, how do we, can we talk about these fights now? There's a lot of talk about where we are around the world. What about the fights here, chat? What do we say to all this now? Anything on Twitter about it, maybe? Let's have a look. Allow being fed again. What was he fed to eating? I mean, he had actually, no, he didn't really have a great opportunity against, yeah, he just lost to Gary, didn't he? So, yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any prelims going around. Maybe, let me see if Marcel announced anything interesting that wasn't on the video. Pavlovich, Teixeira, Dariush, yeah, Susakayev got announced. We already knew that. Yeah, nothing else other than the announcements we got. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping, to be honest, chat, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for a bit more at the very, I was hoping for at least a bit more, surely, you know. No folk news. No, I thought there was. I started screaming, but that was just not happening now. Why would they let Hamzat near New York? I mean, let's not jump to conclusions over here. I mean, he is buddies. Oh, no, I don't want to say buddy. I'm not trying to throw accusations, but he does hang around with a certain individual that I wouldn't trust, you know, with my, I wouldn't trust with my life. I really wanted to see Imavov versus Strickland rematch. Now, I'd rather, but then what would you do with Hamzat, though, right? We need the Hamzat fight. You know what I mean? I just want Hamzat. I wanted Hamzat Strickland. I'm happy we got that. I'm happy with that card. Actually, let me have a look on Tapology because I think it has the whole card set up, right? UFC 328 Tapology. It should have the prelims on there. Oh, like the prelims so far, anyway. We're probably going to see Folk news after Murphy first. Oh yeah, we're waiting on that. But yeah, we know what's next for Volkanovski. It's going to be the winner of that anyway. Yeah, there's some. Oh yeah, so yeah, there's Gutierrez versus Ozzy Diaz. I mean, there's not that many prelims on it. Never mind, I take that back. To be honest, the announcements are pretty decent, except the White House card. I don't know, maybe it's just had higher. Weirdly, I didn't have any expectations for the White House card. I just had a lot more. I had more expectations for this than I did the White House card, you know? Big hello from Morocco. Shout out to the Moroccans. I don't know who's the most famous Moroccan. It's probably got to be a football player, right? I don't know. But shout out to the Moroccans. Shout out to you, brother. Sean Silver title shot. I hope not. I hope not. But you know what? There was rumors of Evloev maybe pulling out due to visa issues. And if he does and Sean Silver steps on the short notice and wins, then possibly. Ozzy Diaz upset incoming. Nah, I think Gutierrez is going to floor him, to be fair. And I'm kind of high on Gutierrez. Even though he didn't look the most... if he could have just started cutting off Puliev in his last fight, that would have gone a long way for me as a prospect in terms of rating him. But he's still young and he's got the physicality and like abilities to make it to the top. So if he can keep improving, he's a sick prospect. You know what I mean? Is Evloev versus Murphy still on? Hope so. I think it is. I don't know. I don't know how legitimate the rumors are that there's visa issues. But either way, even if there aren't visa issues, you can never really trust Evloev to show up regardless. So. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. But to be honest, I kind of hope he does pull out if it meant Sean Silver steps up. He's more fun to watch, you know? And the people in the UK are going to be paying like fucking £700 for these shit tickets. I'd rather them get a better fight, you know what I mean? Never forget that Taporia went 3 rounds with a young Salau. Yeah, but that was short notice as well, you know what I mean? Let's not slander Ilya's name because I am a fanboy over here, you know what I mean? Do you like Legos? I mean, I'm not... the last time I played Lego was probably when I stepped on one and it fucking gave me agony. I can't remember the last time I played a Lego. I think it was in my dad's basement when I was a kid. And I was, down there. I'm so hyped for Green versus Stevens. I am too. I think that's a fun, I just think that's a fun one. I do like that. It's a fun opener of a main card as well. I just wish that card had a better co-main. But I can't really hate. I don't hate. It's not that I'm hating on Volkov Wilder. That's a fun fight. That's a good fight. I just wanted a better co-main to it. Because I feel like people are going to be a bit down on that card because they're going to be like, well, Hamzat's obviously going to. That's going to be the whole narrative, right? It's going to be Hamzat obviously destroys him. I'm going to pick Hamzat as well. Maybe for my prediction video, I should pick Strickland just out of bait, just out of pure rage bait, but I'm not going to do that. I just killed Ilya with a wheel kick in UFC 4. I think it's time for you to step your game up onto UFC 5. Although actually UFC 6, you know what? UFC 6 should get announced soon as well. I'm looking forward to that one. Infinity Ward's better than Endgame. I can't remember what happened in either of them, to be honest. Other than like Tom Holland crying to Robert Downey Jr. like, I'm too young to go. Whatever the fuck that was. That's the only bit I remember. I just humped Misha Tate on UFC 2. I didn't know that feature was in UFC 2. Maybe it's in career mode, I guess, if you play as Dana White or something, I guess. Allegedly. Allegedly it's in the game, not happened in real life, you know. I'm broke, can't buy UFC 5 because I give all my money to JG2. Or give me some more then, bro. But no, I'm joking. But hopefully you can get UFC. Hopefully you can get on UFC 6 when the time comes, you know. Anyway, Quillen Salkilled, next minority being Uranians. Yeah, he's going to beat a Persian for sure. I think he's going to beat Dariush 100%. I don't know if Dariush is actually Persian, though. I think he just comes from Iran, right? If you play as Rampage Jackson, you can hump the reporter. Yeah, that's kind of crazy Rampage did that. Even though it was kind of funny back in the day, you kind of I look at it now as an adult like, don't know about that one, Chief. When it's news, it's already happened. You might want to rewind back on the stream. Maybe I should go back on the live stream and just leave it up so people can see when they come into the stream. But, I mean, this is the main news right here. It'd be cool if they had a frame so I can just kind of show all of it. But let me just move my camera at least so it's a bit bigger so you guys can see my my beautiful face. But I don't know where I can put myself. It kind of covers... Something's getting covered up. So I'm guessing you guys would rather Hamzat be covered up, right? I just beat Charles Olivet. I beat Charles Olives as Max Holloway on UFC 5. Got to get my get back on my boy. All right, chat, can we talk about the fights here? We're kind of breaking the bot. I don't care what's happening in UFC 4 career modes right now, chat. You know what I mean? I don't have new gen console. All right, I don't care. Chat, if you're on a console in Big 26, that's on you. You need to get on PC. I'm just saying. But yeah, chat, I don't know what else to say then. I don't know if I should end the stream. Chat's just talking about fucking consoles and stuff. Not fucking them. I don't know what you'd shove it. You shove yourself in, but like maybe the power cable port, whatever. But ADHD, our chat. Yeah, it's just here we go. Some MMA stuff. Tom Aspinall has said he hopes to fight this year. Aspinall versus Pereira would be so hype, but the John Jones fans will ruin it by saying Tom is going for the easier opponent. I mean, but Pereira wins, then he'd be the tougher one, right? But even if Tom wins and he beats Pereira, he's going to have to fight Garn afterwards either way, you know what I mean? So I don't mind it at all. I'm just happy to see Tom back. The only problem is when Tom comes back, if Pereira wins, which I'm thinking of picking, it might be bad for me because I'm going to be rooting for Tom, and I feel like everyone's going to be behind Pereira, to be honest. But I feel like everyone would understand why I'm being biased to Tom, you know? But I think Tom beats him as well. Also, yeah, I hope he does fight this year. If you didn't watch his Ariel Helwani interview, I will say Tom Aspinall, I'm happy to see he seems in better spirits. He doesn't seem like he's having a pity party and depressed about life and like kind of contemplating ending it all. So I'm happy about that. He said the eyes are getting better. I think he fights second half of the year for sure. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind Pereira Garn being for a vacant title, but at the same time, the winner's going to fight Aspinall regardless. But it would have been better if it was a vacant title, I feel like. Helwani is a rodent. To be honest, listen, I think Helwani's done some slimy shit. I agree with you. But if we're being honest, chat, we have to agree with this. I got to give credit where it's due. During the whole White House drama, I got to give credit to Helwani because he's been the most like reliable to get information from, I feel like. He's been the most transparent. I've been sick of listening to Dana, John Jones, Ali Abdelaziz, some random Spanish reporters. You know what I mean? I'm sick of listening to all these managers just kind of yapping bullshit at each other. Gutierrez a featured prelim for 328. Yeah, he's fighting Ozzy Diaz. I think he's going to win that one, which is good for him, to be fair. It's nice he's getting on these numbered events, even if he's on the prelims. JC, you should hop on steroids. I mean, if you've seen what's under this hoodie, you would already know there's already steroids allegations my way. No, not really. I'm a twink. Ali Abdelaziz deserves nothing in life. Well, let's not be too harsh. I may agree with you, but like, you know what I mean? Why don't we see any fighters from higher weight classes go to RAF or any grappling events? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to risk picking up maybe there's a higher chance of them injuring themselves doing it. I guess I don't know. But Volta Walker was trying to get heel hooks on a man with no legs the other day. So John Jones crying on Insta about the White House card is hilarious. I'm pissed off. Yeah, that was, I don't know. It's funny. I know, just, it's always funny to see John Jones down bad like that, I guess. 38-year-old grown man, by the way. Grown-our man. But yeah. I wonder what the UFC would do if John long-term. With John long-term, I think they're done with him, to be honest. I know they did lowball him, and he's not going to fight for... I know he's got a certain price he wants to fight for. They're not going to give it to him. He missed that opportunity with Tom Aspinall. I don't think they need him. Like, if we're being honest with ourselves, chat, by the way, as bad as heavyweight's been, it is kind of getting a bit better. Like, they don't need John Jones. Like, we got Pereira in the mix. You don't really need John Jones anymore. If Pereira beats Gane, you got Pereira Aspinall. I think it goes Pereira beats Gane. We got a new guy at heavyweight at the top. That's interesting. We got Pereira versus Aspinall. Pereira would actually fight him, unlike John Jones. I think Aspinall beats him. And at that point, I think people will be interested in the Aspinall-Gane rematch as well. I think they'll be more interested in the rematch than they were the first fight. Do you see Arman running away from the fight that happened at grappling event press conference? Yeah, he just didn't want to be on frame in case, with the fight going on. I can understand Arman doing that. I saw him posting just before they made these announcements, like he was kind of bitching to Dana with a little meme. But I don't know, the UFC really don't like Arman. It's a shame, to be honest, but it is what it is, I guess. Hyper with the $2 Canadian. Thank you, brother. Balls ducked. Imavov for Sean. Inactive worst champ. Do you think... Nah, come on. Let's be... maybe you are more for the Imavov side, Hyper, but I don't know. Chat, you know what? Maybe I should do a poll on this. Let's do a poll, I guess. Because I'd be Okay, no, I didn't realize. Oh, I'm sharing my whole screen. That's why. I was wondering why I pulled all of that up. Let's see here. What was I going to do? Let's do a poll. So I'm going to do, who would you have preferred versus Chimaev? Strickland, Imavov. I'd be intrigued because I wanted Strickland. That's really what, to be honest, I wanted that fight for sure. I feel like Hamzat beats Strickland and Imavov. So I'm like, just give me the bigger fight. Give me the bigger fight that's more fun, a more fun build-up, fun at press conference. Strickland. I feel the same way. It's pretty 50-50. You know what? I would be happy either way. As long as Hamzat actually fights, I'm cool with it, I guess. But I would rather the Strickland one. Strickland but Imavov is more deserving. Yeah, I can agree with that. I could agree with you on that for sure. Because also, if Strickland does win, what do they do? Because DDP, do like, you know what I mean? It's going to be confused. Depending on how it goes, if he does beat him in a close fight, maybe they do the rematch because Hamzat is one of the biggest stars. So that would be cool. They can do that. Yeah, maybe they do a rematch, I guess. Hamzat could have fought Imavov in January. Could he have, though? I don't know what the situation was, Hamzat. I don't know. To be honest, Hyper, I'm my bad, bro. I don't know. I just really wanted the Strickland one. I would agree. I could agree with chat that Imavov was maybe more deserving, but I would take the Strickland one. But at the very least, maybe he does. I don't know. He did want to move up, but I think he's got to fight Imavov afterwards at least. Hopefully, Hamzat could be, if he does win, I'm picking him to win, but if he wins, hopefully he can stay active. You know what I mean? Maybe in August or September time, maybe he fights Imavov. If he can get 2 fights in a year, if he gets 2 fights this year, I'm A-okay with it. A fight in May, first half year, have a fight second half. I feel like no one can complain about Hamzat at that point, right? I know everyone was complaining about him being inactive. I was kind of sitting on the fence, like waiting to see. Like, I feel like he was going to get a fight soon. I thought he was going to fight in August. So I was kind of like, maybe it's taken long. But at the same time, May's pretty good. So if you can fight in May, then get an October fight. Maybe they go to, actually, I don't know, because with what's going on in the world. But if they're in Abu Dhabi in the second half of the year, he can headline that. Only wannabe hardcore fans want Imavov. Now, I can understand some people probably actually do prefer the actual, like, serious fight over. Like, but I'm not really someone that, like, I need a great press conference. But, like, we're so starved of, like, good press conferences. Like, a fun rivalry that's, like, this would probably have actual heated animosity behind it. I understand that. But, like, it's been so long since we've had that. Chat, am I the only one that, like, I've never, like, actually, I'm not going to lie. I do like it, but I don't need, like, I'm not a fan that needs, like, a crazy press conference and rivalry and shit talk every event. I don't need it even that often. But we've been starved of it for too long, surely. Like, now's the time. This is something I can get behind. You know what I mean? There's going to be drama behind it. There's going to be shit talk. For weeks, there'll be shit talk behind this one. And I think Strickland's going to get humiliated by the end of it, unfortunately. I just want Strickland to talk his shit. Yeah, I'm with you. If he can talk shit and win, oh my God. Cinema. You know, I am rooting for Strickland. But I think Khamzat wins. Unfortunately. The UFC is about making the best possible fights. And Strickland versus Khamzat is best fight at middleweight. You know what? Honestly, I think maybe he is, not even that he's more deserving, but I think Strickland could be a better fight against Khamzat than Imavov could be. I think this is actually a good fight. Even though I think Khamzat wins, I think by the time the fight comes, you're looking at like 80% picking Khamzat on Tapology. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a decent fight. I'm interested in it. I think the odds were, I think I saw the odds just before they announced this. It's plus 300 Strickland, by the way. Daniel PRZ 8 with the $10 with no. If you want to put something in chat, brother, I'll try and look out for it. Thank you so much for the $10. I really fucking appreciate it. Thank you for all the super chats, by the way. Thank you so much for the $10. That is a lot of money. Thank you, bro. If you want to put something in chat, I'll try and look out for it, by the way. Whenever there's a super chat with no money, I feel so bad because it's like, I appreciate it so much, but like I need to give something at least, you know. Omar with the 10 runs again. Thank you for another donor right there. I hope Strickland somehow flukes Khamzat. But chat, this is the funny thing. If Strickland wins, he can't fluke it. You know what I mean? Like there's no fluking. Actually, there is. You can fluke beating Khamzat. Strickland doesn't have the ability to fluke it. You know what I mean? I think Strickland has to keep getting up, getting out positions, make Khamzat work for it. Because after the DDP fight, even though he did go 5 rounds, I still don't believe in the cardio. Listen, I'm sorry. If there's any Khamzat fans, I'm sorry. I think DDP had more in the gas tank by the end of it. He did get 50-45, but either way, if Strickland can make him work for positions, keep trying to make him have to get him down, and he's got great, as we know, he's got great striking defense. He can put a lot of volume on you. If he can keep it on the feet long enough, he can really slow Khamzat down. And if he can slow him down to the point where he's kind of making it, easy to defend takedowns as well, I don't mind Strickland. Like, honestly, I think maybe even live betting Strickland after the first round might be a decent pick. Because Khamzat's going to dominate him in the first. 100% first round, blast a double leg across the fucking mat, gets him down. Strickland maybe Strickland works his way up from the feet up against the fence. Maybe he gets taken back down, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Maybe he picks him up. Maybe he suplexes him, you know? But as long as he doesn't get submitted in the first round, I think he's got a shot, you know? And if Khamzat can get a first-round submission, that's a fucking great win, to be fair. Like, Khamzat getting a Strickland win, I don't even want people to shit on this fight, because if he gets a Strickland win, it's a good win, in my opinion. When they got stood up near the end, DDP clipped Khamzat with a good shot. That's what I'm saying. You just need to... People were just so much like, oh, he did 5 rounds. He has 5-round cardio. It's like, he can go 5 rounds, but like, he can't go 5 rounds at a crazy pace. Strickland's going to have to put a pace on him. You know what I mean? I think that makes sense. That's the best way to go about it as Team Strickland. Chances of a Guru crash out of 328. Yeah, maybe he gets another cancellation going. I don't know. Hopefully not, but, you know, gives JT mouth hug. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate all the mouth hugs in chat. Chances of a post-fight brawl, Khabib McGregor style. Chat, by the way, I don't know, chat, because I honestly think Strickland's honestly a chill guy. I think the whole, like, edgy thing is kind of a facade. I think it's a persona. Chat, does no one else think Strickland's kind of chill behind the scenes? Like, after the Fluffy fight, like, he was very, like, respectful and nice about things. I think he's a cunt before the fight. He is a dickhead. But, like, after the fight, he is respectful, you know? I can understand he's probably going to cross lines with Khamzat because he is going to say some heated shit. But, you know, I don't see a brawl happening. If a brawl does happen, maybe it's Strickland wins. And then, like, maybe he says something at Khamzat's expense, and then Khamzat charges at him, and then accidentally slips and probably KOs Joe Rogan or something. Give me that microphone, Mike Bossing. He is definitely more chill than Khamzat. Yeah, that's true. He is more. If there was a brawl to happen, Khamzat would be the one to make it happen for sure. If there's a fight, Khamzat or his team would start it. Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? There's a chance. Maybe I'm thinking maybe there's a chance he can, like, because Strickland's going to cross the line with Khamzat. Khamzat can pull out the old, you know, what gets the tears rolling, you know what I mean? But maybe the broken English would kind of not have as much of an effect on Strickland. Brother, you know, your dad abused you, brother, you know. Strickland sons him. I hope so. That would be cool as fuck. I'd love to see it. Rather see him I'd rather see him instant submit Strickland or die trying. Yeah, for sure. I do miss the old Hamzat. You know what? This is a very interesting fight because I feel like we're gonna see if Hamzat. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna see Hamzat because this has been my theory since the DDP fight. Because I've always said Hamzat's fun. Just after the DDP fight, that was such a boring fight, and I've been worrying he's gonna be boring moving forward. This is where we're going to find that out. Sorry, if he said mute. Okay. This is where we're going to find out, I guess, if he's going to keep the style going. I guess he's going to do that style if he has to, which I'm not going to blame him for it. I'm just going to bitch about it being boring, you know. 2020 Hamzat in press conference back. Yeah, I missed that young, youthful spirit Hamzat Chimaev going crazy back in the day, you know what I mean? Remember the Burns press conference where he was just kind of he was just banging the desk, smiling like, he was Hamzat was a fun guy, man. What happened, bro? What happened? Arman ruined him, by the way. He wanted to box with DDP in like the third round, and Arman told him to shut that shit down. Why? Why does Arman have to ruin everything, you know? But I like Arman. Arman's cool, though. Gaethje head kicks Topuria. People forget. UFC 291, man. I'm guessing that was Edwards Usman just by the head kick thing. I think I said this early in the stream if anyone missed it. I also said this with Flying Squirrel on our stream the other day. I think Gaethje's best chance, if I'm on Team Gaethje, chat, this is a fact, by the way. If I'm on Team Gaethje, the best game plan is to go out there. Listen, I would say this to Gaethje, like in the locker room. Listen, Justin, this is what we got. We got 3 minutes to work here before you're in the back of an ambulance or about to be put on a stretcher into one. So we're going to have to make every second count here. He's a better striker than you. He's a better grappler than you. He's younger than you, stronger than you, more powerful than you. You're going to get slimed out one way or another. What we're going to need is for you to shove your fucking fingers straight through his eyes. Eye poke him, dick kick him. I don't even care if you get 4 points taken away in the first round. It's not going to matter anyway because you're getting slimed out. It's kind of kill or be killed. You know what I mean? I think an eye poke, you're on the White House card. Topuria is not going to pull out of the fight or he's not going to not continue when he's on that stage. Poke, chat, there's going to be eye pokes. If you're on the White House card, all these fighters are not going to not continue when on, especially the main event of the White House card. There's no way. You know what I mean? JJ, you're him. Thank you, Tank MMA. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. You know what? Let me put that on the screen, by the way, because that's a message. You know, I like that positive energy right there. A crafty big Rufus eye jab. He is an eye poker as well. He is an eye poker. This is my prediction, by the way. I'm sticking with this. I might mention this in a video soon. I'm going to really actually predict this. He is going to actually eye poke him once or twice, depending on how long he has. Because if you eye poke, there's a statistic. I forgot where it is. People that eye poke in the first round, not on average, they win the fight 74% of the time. Which you'd think would, like, fighters, they win 50-50. But the eye poker wins more than the eye pokey, which makes sense, right? Gouge both Topuria's eyes out, then get the no contest and retire from the UFC. That's what I'm saying. There's no repercussions. He's going to get slimed out. So you got 3 minutes to work. You're going to retire if you lose anyway. Just go all out. Go dirty on it. Also, you're on the White House as the American. The Americans ain't going to complain about it. If I was American and I'm watching Gaethje fight Topuria on the White House, I'm gonna, what's that? He eye poked. I didn't see it. La 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 la. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking mention it. Ilya has that broken heart locked in motivation. If anyone saw what Ilya was saying, I mean, to be fair, the broken heart may not be from the divorce, but his response to the Ilya or the Islam news when he was like, sorry, Justin, someone's going to have to pay for Islam's escape. I'm like, God, this guy's an anime protagonist over here. This guy's talking like a fucking movie villain. JC, why does the possibility of Justin beating Ilya impossibility for you? I just think Ilya Topuria is the chosen one, Pencil. I've been thinking, chat, you know what? I'd actually pull this up because I've been on this ever since. Hang on. I got a bit of shit for this when I actually first did this video. Let me pull this up real quick. Can I send the bic? Can I send the bic? JG2. Let me find this video over here on my channel back in the day. This is one of the earlier JG2 videos. Where is it? If I can find it here. Where the fuck is this video? Yeah, actually, no, hang on. It's where is it? Yeah, here back in the day. Yeah, Ilya Taporia. Look, I even had, look, you can even tell by the bangs I had on my hair. I look like I'm from Peaky Blinders. Ilya Taporia beats everyone. Can't be stopped. That was straight after the Holloway one, which to be fair, I mean, he looked amazing after the Holloway one. So I can't really say I was finding a prospect before anyone else. But I just think he's the chosen one. He's got better hands than Justin. He's got better striking. He's going to be making more improvements. Justin's going to be closer to 40 than 35 by the time the fight happens. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't know. I just think he's going to get slimed out for sure. Ilya botched McGregor clone. Now he's kind of, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, no one's going to be able to beat McGregor. You know what I mean? But Ilya's killing it. I think Ilya's the biggest star in the UFC right now. I miss your weekly video shitting on John Jones. Yeah, I know but I was thinking because I thought John Jones was going to be on the White House card. I was thinking we're going to get a whole new John Jones saga, you know, but I guess not. But I'm kind of happy doing content where I could be more positive than just fucking shitting on John Jones every few minutes, you know, every few days, you know. G Herring with the $2. Thank you, brother. JG2, my edit of you has 60K views and 6.5K likes. Yeah, if no one knows, G Herring did a TikTok edit of me where he basically hyped me up by insulting MMA guru Lucas Tracy and Bedtime MMA. So everyone and most people in the MMA community don't really know of me. So most people's introduction to me watching that edit are seeing their favorite MMA YouTubers get insulted. So he kind of did me dirty with that one, but the edit was nice. So I appreciate the J2 propaganda. Ilya is Connor, but with better skill sets. He's just a modern day version, to be fair. Like featherweight McGregor, he was also different. He was a monster as well, you know. I actually saw that edit. It was fire. It was funny. It's crazy that's got 60K views, but like maybe do another JH2 edit. I'm just, you know, maybe, you know, who knows? Justin, but I don't know if it brings a views in. I'm just saying. Any publicity is good for you. Now you got haters. They weren't really haters. There was just a lot of comments like, who the fuck is this guy? Who's this nobody? I'm like, bro, you could have just searched it up. It's not that big. I don't know. It's just funny when they don't know you, so they insult you. It's like, you could check out the channel first. Like, if you do hate me, fair enough. I can see I'm pretty hateable. I understand it, but I thought it would flop because my TikTok glitched, but it did great. Yeah, it is weird that happened, but it's cool to see, I guess. Anyway, chat, what else do we have about UFCs? I don't know. We're talking a lot about the Hamzat fight. If Volkov and Acosta win, chat, if Volkov and Volkov, what the fuck am I saying? If Volkov or Acosta wins, they're gonna have to wait a long time. But could they sit out and wait on a title shot? Like if Volkov beats Wilder or what the fuck am I saying? If Volkov can beat Acosta or Costa beats Volkov, do they just get to wait in line after Aspinall and Garn? You know what I mean? It's Paddy first. But Wilder just keeps fighting. So, and if he beats Volkov, he's ranked number 2 at that point. He could probably just try and farm wins on the shittier heavyweights, maybe, and just keep his position. I don't know. Brady versus Buckley. I'm going Buckley. I've actually taken the decision this stream to pick Buckley. I don't know. If you're giving me skill for skill, I'm picking Brady. I'm going Buckley for the puncher's chance, to be honest. I think Buckley has the right spirit and mindset after the Usman fight to really look at the fact that he needs to work on his defensive wrestling. And even though it is Usman, to be fair, I can't really hate on him for it, but it is a washed Usman, let's be honest. So hopefully he's better there. I know he's been doing wrestling events or that one time. I think he was on the RAF or some event. I forgot which one it was. It's been a while. Hopefully he's gotten better. But I'm really picking him for the puncher's chance because Brady cannot take a punch. If you get finished on the feet by Bilal, you know what I mean? I'm just not trusting you. If he's showing up with the knee pads like Steve Austin again, yeah, I'm picking Buckley for sure. Fun fact, Waldo is Dominican. I know it's almost as if no one fucking mentions it every time you bring him up. I just posted a Buckley edit. I have to check that afterwards. I'm so sad, but I'm so sad Colby is not on the White House card. I don't really, you know, chat, a lot of people are like, why is this guy on it? Why is that on? And then Colby's talking about being shit. I'm like, maybe Colby's giving the right message, just not the right messenger, you know? I feel like if Colby was on the White House card, people would shit on it. I feel like people would be like, oh, you know what, chat? By the way, I thought maybe this is a fight you can do because Usman's not fighting anyone and he's just sitting out a title shot that he shouldn't be getting. Do Usman Colby free just for the bants. I would put that on the White House. If they add another fight, because I know it's not going to be a title fight or anything crazy, just do Usman Colby free for the, it's kind of nostalgia bait in a way. You know what I mean? I swear I'm the only Colby fan. Yeah, I think most people are done with him. That's the problem with Colby's gimmick. Like, he could bring in fans, but like once you start losing, they ain't really fucking with you no more. You know what I mean? Juicy, why does the UFC love Jeremy Stevens so much? He has the most losses in the UFC. That's exactly why they probably love him then. Same with Sam Alvey and Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa's on what, 6-7 loss streak right now? He's Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson had more name value to him, so they were just kind of rinsing him. But Jeremy Stevens kind of a fun guy to have around. I don't mind, to be honest, Jeremy Stevens and Bobby Green. I'm picking Bobby Green for sure, but like, I don't mind it at all. Maybe it would be a headliner for the prelims. I'd drop the card down one and have a better co-main. But I really don't mind Bobby Green and Stevens at all, to be honest. I think it's a fun fight. I'll ride or die with Colby. All right, we got fucking Colby's only and biggest fan in chat, I guess. But shout out to you. I guess you're a loyal fan. I mean, you got to be loyal if you've made it this far as a Colby fan. I don't know. It's not even that I hate Colby or nothing. I'm just kind of like, I'm done with him. I would not minded him on the White House card. I just would have done Usman Colby free. But I don't know if Colby would be willing to accept getting bitched by Usman a third time on the White House, you know? Usman Bilal, yeah. But I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't do that. I don't know. But Usman won't even take the fucking Bilal fight. So it's like, whatever. Maybe he'd be willing to do the Colby fight on the White House because it's a massive stage opportunity. And he already has 2 wins over Colby. So if he loses, like, it doesn't damage his legacy. It would be bad, but like, it wouldn't damage his legacy. He's already got, he'd win the trilogy overall. So Jeremy's the real hardest hitter, 155er. When I hear him, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is, I can't even do his voice right now. The Mac is back with these Irish fucking missiles for the fucking White House line, yeah? Usman versus Bilal would be a snooze fest. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be fun. I feel like Usman would kind of keep it on the feet, but then Bilal's got the Canelo hands. But they do 2 HP, they do 2 damage. So maybe Usman could do some damage to him. I don't know. Usman low-key loses and gets outboxed by Bilal. Yeah, I was just thinking that. He'd kind of put the volume on him. But Usman's got the power on him, you know? He can throw a big straight right there. So, Colby versus Masvidal. Nah, even the first time was shit. I would have minded Masvidal versus Edwards on the White House. That you could have done. You know, get a Brit on there versus an American. You know, that could have happened. That would have made a lot of sense. And honestly, after Edwards' downfall, it's kind of a good time to match them up. And they're not really crazy contenders. It's just a goofy fight you can put on the White House that people would kind of accept it being on there. I think most people were not most people, but a lot of people were expecting it. But I think most people would be okay with it. You know what I mean? Pillow hands Usman. Well, I'm going to say he's got pillow hands. He did absolutely sleep Jorge. So back in the day, you know, Usman versus Bilal would be like Usman versus Colby, which were peak fights. Kind of in a way, but like not really. I mean, they're both I think Usman and Bilal are now at this point kind of washed, you know. Especially if Bilal's going to lose to Bonfirm now. I kind of hope he does because it's like, I don't know what we do with Bilal anymore. You know, after the Ian Gary loss, he's out of the mix. He's never going to fight for a title. Even if had he beaten Ian Gary, they were never going to give him another title shot. They don't want him as champion. Get Gabriel Bonfirm in the mix now. I think he's like ranked 12 or 10, whatever it is. Like, get him in the top 5 where Bilal is. Get Bilal out there. We got Edwards out there. We got Bilal out there. Get another new welterweight in the top. Which is kind of crazy, chat. I don't know when, chat, what year was it? 2023? Or it might have been 2024. Let me just fix my camera. I think it was 2024. We were sitting here watching Edwards Bilal fight for who the best welterweight in the world is. And now both of them are just losing and washed. What was Bilal's loss streak? It was Ian Gary, JD. He's on a 2 loss streak. Edwards on a 3 or 4 loss streak now, you know. Hi, everyone. This fight are now officially, right? Yeah, these are the fights for UFC 328. We had Quillen Salkild announced against Dariush is happening. Let me just take the message off so you can see it. This is happening. To be honest, chat, this might be, because I knew of the Strickland Hamzat fight. This might be the most hyped fight I've gotten. This might be the one I'm most hyped for, to be honest. I know I'm really high on Salkild. I just think he's a sick as a co-main. That Perth fight night is a fucking banging fight night as well. I'll message you later, Pencil. I'll message you later about it. Yeah, Dark Times in 2024. I'm not muted. I thought Ian Gary was the real deal, but his performance against Bilal was so lame. Ian Gary's performances are kind of lame in general anyway, to be honest. But yeah. Quillen brutally kills Dariush. Yeah, I do think so. He's going to... I would have... Yeah, round 1 KO, Quillen Salkild. Which I'm hyped for. We get Quillen Salkild in the rankings. I don't know who you give him after Dariush, but like just getting Quillin up there. I did think he's going to be good enough to be a top 10 guy at least. So now he's going to be kind of close. He's going to be close to it at least. And then maybe he gets a top 10 guy, maybe a guy towards the end of the top 10, you know. Maybe UFC will kind of be done with Paddy Pimblett. They'll try and look at Quillin Salkild as their new kind of guy. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like he could be legit. How many eye pokes do you predict from Cyril Gane to Pereira in the first minute? I don't know about the first minute, but I did think this after the Aspinall whole drama. But like, there must be so much kind of eyes on Gane in his next fights that the refs are going to have to really be on him about eye poking. Because the thing is, if Gaethje, like I was saying, Gaethje should eye poke Ilia Topuria, that makes all the sense in the world to me. Because he's going to get slimed out in the first or second anyway, so you might as well just cheat. Cyril Gane kind of has to win a decision over Pereira to win that fight. So he can't really afford to be losing points, in my opinion. So also, I think because how bad the situation with Tom is, if he does eye poke, I think they might just take a point from him away straight away. Also, the UFC are going to want Pereira to win that fight. So maybe they're going to fucking, even if he gets close to Pereira's eyes with those fucking slimy baguette fingers, 2 points immediately. And I wouldn't complain at it, you know? Bro, damn, they want Bilal dead. Oh, Benil dead. Yeah, but to be fair, DX, I feel like anyone you give... He was going to fight Torres, to be fair, who was also going to kill him. Quillin first winner of Rufy Chandler. Yeah, no, I don't know, because Ruby's going to assassinate Chandler, so... But I don't know, Ruby's kind of higher up there. I don't know who you give Chandler, though. Maybe you give Chandler the winner of Moicano Duncan on a Fight Night main event. You know what? I think that's the way to go. Give Quillin Salkild a main event after this. I feel like everyone loves Quillin Salkild. It's not just Pakistan and Australia. We all love him, you know? They're trying to retire Benil by letting Salkild knock him out. Yeah, but it was either that or Torres. So I feel like this is the least... I feel like this is a more generous kind of finishing, I guess. Chandler pulls off an upset? I don't think so. I don't know. Was he... This is my thing with Chandler. He's going to come out. I feel like Chandler... I don't know what they get out of Chandler. I feel like it's kind of too little too late, but I get it. They want him on there. He's a cool guy. He's a company man. He'll be at the press conference giving a nice motivational speech, you know, waving the American flag while they're loading shit up to send across the planet. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get too political. He's going to come out on the walkout. They'll have the fireworks. This is America, you know, and he's waving the flag and he's skipping around. He's like, yeah, see you at the top. And then, you know, maybe someone gets a good Instagram post for him so he can post it afterwards while he's got the flag like this. And then he'll put a motivational caption how he's, you know, he's going to bounce back from this, even though he's pushing 40 and he's on like a 10 fucking loss streak. That'll be his moment of the night. He'll get in the fight and he'll just try and make it fun. He'll do the thing where he squats down and just throws the fucking craziest looping hooks you've ever seen with no fight IQ or intentions behind it at all. He'll just do these fucking, whatever this is, where he does the squat down and he fucking leaps across the cage, you know? Like, he'll literally just leap across the entire cage after a squat. Or he'll try and pick up Rufy and he'll just fucking throw him across the cage. Just no intentions behind it at all, you know what I mean? Just dive for the legs, pick the entire body up, hack squat him. Or is it, no, sorry, pistol squat him. Literally pistol squat a grown man, by the way. Crazy physicality by him, but no fight IQ at all. See you at the bottom, you know. Or then he loses, but then because he loses and he gets knocked out, he's kind of senile at this point. He's taking too much CTE. Even though he's lost, he's waking up and he's 41. He's looking at Trump in the crowd. He's, oh shit, I did it. Joe Rogan's interviewing him, but he's literally just there in the corner in the cage, knocked out. He doesn't even realize he's sitting down. He thinks he's standing up because Joe Rogan's interviewing him, and he's like, Trump, I got one dude on my mind, Conor McGregor, you know. I can see him doing all that. That's the way I see the Chandler fight going, to be honest. But I feel like, Rufy's going to assassinate him. Maybe even pulls off some aura-defining kind of the no look, you know what I mean? Maybe a spinning wheel back kick like he did with Queen Green, you know? If Chandler doesn't wrestle, he's getting KO'd in a minute. But his wrestling isn't good. What, is he going to lay and prey on Rufy? He's not going to do that. Even if he does, if Chandler wrestles with Rufy, maybe he does. But it's going to be let me dive at him. Let me pistol squat his entire body up. Throw him across the cage. And I'm going to spike myself on my own head. That's what Michael Chandler's going to do. And then he's going to stand back up and start fucking throwing tornado kicks and shit, you know? And he's going to do the whole like, he's going to get fucking rocked and then he's going to go, oh, and then he's going to walk with his hands down like this while Rufy's jabbing him off. I don't know. He's just such a dumbass. He's so stupid sometimes. Oh, God. He's funny, though. I don't mind him because now that I realize about it, it is actually going to be funny to watch. Oh, my God. Joe Rogan versus Dana Taekwondo versus boxing. You know what? I was thinking this as well, chat. Joe Rogan is going to have his most annoying performance ever at the White House card, and there's no way around it. That will be the most annoying Joe Rogan's ever been. Sending my regards to Benil, the glass man, Dariush. Yeah, it's a sad time for Dariush. I forgot what else there was. Yeah, the fight night's pretty cool. What date is that again? I forgot. That's May 30th. Okay. I mean, that's a cool fight night. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, I guess. Not really all that much going on here. Your chat, also, we got to say, I do actually, this was nice. They did the video instead of the Instagram live. I got to give Dana credit where it's due. Thank you for not finally doing a fucking Nokia filmed Instagram live. All these casuals acting like Strickland deserves a title shot. I mean, he beat Rufy, so not Rufy, Fluffy, sorry. I know who gives a fight. It's a more fun fight, to be honest. I don't know. It's a good fight. It's a more fun fight. I don't even like Chimaev, so I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest. I would smoke this guy in Modern Warfare 2 on Rust. Not this guy. I don't know who you're talking about. That's my domain, my friend. I grew up in Modern Warfare 2 Rust, okay? Dana is MMA Joey maxing nowadays. Oh, is he off the keto diet? Okay. Salkud versus Hooker next would be nice for fight nights. Salkud versus Hooker. Maybe, I guess you can do that. I don't know who. I'm thinking maybe the Moicano Duncan winner. I think maybe you give him like a guy that's kind of number 10 to number 5 range. Although Dan Hooker's in that range as well. So yeah, I guess you could do that one. But also we need him to get a minority. So maybe a Brazilian, maybe. Or maybe a Scotsman, I guess. Strickland has beaten every number 1 contender other than Drickus, bro. What are you saying? Or what are we saying? Yeah, Strickland even has the Imavov win. I get it was on short. I mean, it was on short notice for Strickland, by the way. I get it was at a middleweight, but that's kind of because Strickland had to take it on 4 days' notice as well. I know it's just a bigger, it's more interesting, bigger. I actually think it's a better fight than an Imavov fight. I honestly think that. Even though I think Hamzat beats both of them, but I think this is a more interesting fight. It's more fun. And I'd rather have more fun as well. It's not like Imavov's been running through the division like he's fucking killing everyone. Really made a fucking point for himself that he's undeniable. Like he does deserve a shot, but I'd give it Strickland, to be honest. Arnold Allen win incoming versus Costa. It's a tough fight, to be fair, but yeah, I'm with you. But I'd pick Arnold Allen if he was fighting fucking Thanos. You know what I mean? That's my cousin right there. So Strickland took down Imavov. Yeah, no, he's got the win over him as well. So it's kind of like, I don't know. You know what? If it was after the DDP rematch, I was really low on Strickland. I thought he was shit. But now that I've seen him against Fluffy, I'm like, okay, maybe he really was injured. Maybe it was. So I'm kind of discounting the DDP rematch. And the original fight was close and competitive. Can't wait to see Sean get mauled with no highlights. I would want to see all that you lot casuals reactions. You're acting as if Imavov would do better than Strickland. Strickland is, I don't know. He could have highlights. Hamzat himself said he's got better get-ups than DDP. We know he has better defensive grappling than DDP. He has great defensive striking. He can put a pace on you. He can put volume on you. He can make it tricky for Hamzat on the feet. And if you can keep getting up and keep getting Hamzat to work for it, work for positions, not get stuck in crucifix, not get crucified, Hamzat starts slowing down. It could be an interesting fight, to be fair. I don't know what you see in Imavov to think it would be that much different than Strickland. You know what I mean? Strickland going to knock out Hamzat with the 500th jab in round 5 with 10 seconds left. That would be nice. I would love that very much, to be fair. I don't think it happens, but I would love it. It's going to be 5-0, lol. We literally just saw this happen. Yeah, but I don't see what's so different about it. All right, so you think Imavov's going to beat Hamzat Chimaev then? The irony of casuals calling other people casuals as if Imavov would dominate Hamzat. This is pathetic, bro. To be honest, when people say casuals, I just kind of zone it out because I just kind of find it lame. I don't know. I feel like it's that kind of thing to do where it's like, I feel like you want to call someone casual, so you go with a contrarian. You go with the less fun thing so you can call someone else a casual. You know what I mean? Bro, you don't want Brendan Allen instead of Strickland? What a fucking casuals don't know about Brendan Allen, bro. Brendan Allen, stylistically, he gives Hamzat problems, bro. You know? We just saw Max get 5-0'd by Oliveira. Yeah, but Strickland ain't going to get 5-0'd by Hamzat Chimaev, so it's all good. That exact same thing is going to happen all over again. But Imavov's not all that. What? I don't get what you see in Imavov. I don't understand. Brahalo versus Izzy for the win. I mean, if Izzy beats Piper, I guess so. But Izzy's not interested in fighting for the title again. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Hear me out, though. Brendan Allen. People forget, Matt. Brendan Allen, stylistically, bro. You're a casual, bro. He stylistically mogs Hamzat Chimaev. Louisiana wrestling mogs the Chechen wrestling, brother. You casuals don't understand. Sean better win, bro. I don't think he's going to win, but like Imavov's not going to win. That better not be the point, though. When Strickland loses, I don't want to hear people be like, see, this is why Imavov should have been in there. As if Imavov's going to do any better, you know? Does Izzy make a move to 205? Does Izzy make a move to 205? If he win, you know what? If he wins, I really wouldn't mind it. Because honestly, chat, if he can win and he can get a nice win, light heavyweight's so much shitter than middleweight. You know what I mean? If you can get a good win or two at light heavyweight, why wouldn't you do Izzy versus Yuri Prochazka? Why would I'd love to see it, you know? Because Yuri would make that fun, for sure. That would be a sick fight to see. Max was Mr. Incredible. I don't think that's going to happen, mind you. I don't think that's actually something that's going to happen. I don't get what you see in Strickland other than he says weird racist stuff like he's funny. I don't hate him for that. Just saying. I don't like him for racist rants. I just think it's an interesting matchup. I like the draw. I like that there's going to be heat behind this one. I prefer this than Imavov and Hamzat being like, no, we don't want to fight, brother. There's too much political jeopardy at risk here. I don't like that. So, but on top of that, I just think Strickland can be a stylistically more interesting matchup against Hamzat than Imavov. He's got better defensive grappling. Hamzat said himself he's got good gaps. To be honest, this is a stupid point because he's going to want a title shot regardless. But I like how confident Strickland is. He's trained with Hamzat before, and he's been saying this for years now. He's a problem early on, but he was saying early on, DDP's not going to be able to handle it, but he knows how to handle it. So I'm like, yeah, listen, maybe he knows ball. Maybe Strickland knows something we don't from what he's been saying. If he's been, maybe it's possible, you know. Maybe what he's saying is right. Maybe Hamzat's a bully in the gym. Maybe Strickland knows ball. Maybe he knows how to defend long enough to where he can kind of give Hamzat some problems, you know. Again, I think Hamzat wins. I'm not picking Strickland, but I think it's a fun fight. When is Sean racist besides saying slurs? Yeah, besides for the racial slurs, what is it that he even says that's racist, you know? Strickland TKOing Hamzat the way Bilal TKO'd Brady would be a top 3 MMA moment. Yeah, if he can do it while not even dropping him, that would be funny, you know? Is it crazy to say Strickland is the 4th best lightweights ever? Yeah, I mean, Strickland, I mean, where does he rank in all-time great lightweights? You know what? If he does beat Hamzat, though, where does he go in all-time middleweight greats? Because he's got to be up there, you know? He's above Bisping for sure, you know? Not that Bisping's the standard, but bro, people say slurs all the time. To be honest, I just don't care about the I think Strickland puts on a character. Listen, do I agree with everything Strickland says? Absolutely not. And I have to make that disclaimer because I don't even know half the stuff he says. I don't follow all of it, so God only knows the shit he's saying. But he's a respectful guy after the fight. You know what I mean? If you watch after the Fluffy fight, he was very like friendly and nice about it. He's very respectful. So, but I think the animosity before the fight is going to be very fun. I look forward to the press conference. You know what? This is going to be the first fight in a long time. I'm waiting on the press conference. I'm there ready to watch it live. I might even watch some embeddeds. I'm going to be watching some interviews. It's been a while since I've been that way inclined, you know. The fact that y'all even think that Strickland remotely has a chance is absolutely hilarious. That's just a stupid point, to be honest. He does have a chance. He's got a much better chance than DDP. This is the thing. People think Strickland's like a... Listen, chat. I'm not going to judge anyone if you don't like Sean Strickland. He says a lot of shit. I can understand people not liking him. But people let their hatred for Strickland get them to believe he's shit. Strickland's legitimately like one of the all-time great middleweights. I'm not saying he's like all-time top 5, but he's like a middleweight great. Like he's a very good fighter. He's got good striking defense. He's got some of the most statistically best striking defense He can pop a Timu Philly shell, you know what I mean? He can put great volume and pace on Hamzat, which could give him problems if he's slowing down. He's got better striking than Hamzat. He hasn't got as good power, but is that your real accent? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm stuck with this goofy accent. Unfortunately, yeah. Although when I turn the stream off, I just go back to I stop pretending I have this accent. He's got the best striking defense in the sport history. Yeah, I know, but people just, I don't know, they don't like Strickland, which I'm not mad at. If you don't like Strickland, I get it. He is very good. Like the idea that he has no chance, like if he has no chance, then like what difference? If Strickland has zero chance, then Imavov has zero chance. So what difference does it make anyway? Wouldn't you rather just have the more fun fight? It's not that he's not good. It's that Hamzat is way better. Before Hamzat versus DDP, y'all would have thought DDP had a better chance than Strickland. No, I wouldn't have said that. I picked DDP to win foolishly. I had my reasons. But now that I know Hamzat can kind of ride out a 5-round decision and kind of be more technical and smart with his game planning. But that's just not even a point. Because all right, so Hamzat's way better than Strickland. I'd agree with you. I think Hamzat is, but I think he beats him. So what do you do? What do we do? Do we make Hamzat fight Tom Aspinall? I don't understand. What do you do then at that point? Do you get Imavov's not going to be different. Hamzat's way better than Imavov. And Strickland's a bigger, more fun fight. Honestly, only they know how their sparring went at Extreme Couture. Yeah, I know, for sure. I mean, listen, Strickland could be lying, for sure. But I like how confident he is. You know what I mean? Imavov doesn't. Also, Imavov was like pushing for like a Strickland interim title fight. Strickland wasn't standing down from what he wanted. I want Hamzat Chimaev. I'm the guy to beat him. He's been saying this for a while, by the way. Sean doesn't do eye pokes. You know what? I'll give Imavov that. He will cheat against Hamzat Chimaev. Strickland's a more honorable man than Imavov, at least. Nobody is saying they shouldn't fight, bro. We're just saying Sean has no chance. Yeah, no, but some people are saying, no, but there's people in chat being like, why would you do the Strickland fight? He's got no chance. If you think Strickland's got no chance, fair enough. But you can't say Strickland's got no chance. Why did they make this fight? So what else should we do? You know, Sean definitely has a chance. He does have he has a decent chance. I feel like it should be 70% Hamzat wins. I'd give Strickland like a 30% chance. Sean has no chance against Izzy. That 100% exactly, DX. This is what I was saying in my video the other day. I lived through Strickland Izzy. I'm not going to count him out entirely ever again. And the fight might even be entertaining. I think it'll be more entertaining than weirdly, because I feel like Imavov's more entertaining than Strickland, but like I feel like this could be a more entertaining fight. People said Izzy would beat Strickland. Yeah, I know. There was a whole we were loving the Strickland, talking shit to Izzy, and we're all like, yeah, it'd be really good though if he could actually win the fight. He has no chance. And look what happens, you know. The press conference will be funny. I know it will be. And this is the thing: if there's Hamzat fans that don't want this fight, wouldn't you want Strickland to make a fool of himself so you can live vicariously through Hamzat? You know what I mean? No man that beats off the cartoon. No man that beats off the cartoon is gonna fucking beat me, man. This is the thing, you guys. I agree. Hamzat gonna crotch sniff Strickland to death and win a boring match. Mountain dwellers, orcs will never be entertaining. They're only good at humping backs and throwing knees to the thighs. Well, I mean, Hamzat can. He used to be fun before the DDP fight. We'll see how this one goes. I think Strickland's gonna make it. He's not gonna get crucified. So just by that logic alone, it's going to be a better fight, you know? Imavov is the rank 1 more fun fighter to watch and keeps his mouth shut. Doesn't force racist stuff, but talks when he needs to. Imavov's a dirty cheat and he's a cunt. And I have more respect for Strickland as a fighter than Imavov. Strickland is a more honorable fighter than Imavov is. He doesn't cheat. He doesn't eye poke. He doesn't do dirty shit. And he has a win over Imavov. He did Imavov a favor taking a short notice fight against him, and he beat him. Tyron McGregor with a $2. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Welcome back as well. It's nice to see you, bro. Sean schooled Imavov on a week's notice. I think it was 4 days or something. Which, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I just thank you for the $2 again, by the way. I'm with you. I don't know. Actually, we did a poll on it. We can actually look at the poll, to be fair. Let's see what the poll said. Oh, shit. What have I done here? Let me pull up my poll. What was the results? 82% prefer the Strickland fight over the Imavov fight, which I understand. I'm right there with you, chat. I agree completely. Sorry, let me just go back to the post, not the post, the stream here. He's French, man. It's a losing battle. Oh yeah, I don't know where we're getting. I know we've been talking a lot about this fight. Is there anything else we could talk about? Because I feel like we've kind of broke it down enough, I guess. Strickland for sure, the lead up is going to be great. I don't get why someone wouldn't want it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I think Imavov does anything to Khamzat, and he's just going to, okay, I can't read that word. And he's going to, what him and lose like round 2. Maybe the idea that Imavov is a better fight because Khamzat can get a finish on him easier than Strickland. Yeah, I can see that maybe. Tyrone McGregor with another $2. Thank you, bro, for that. $4 now. Let's go. Sean 50-45, the kid. And maybe he'll do it against Khamzat Chimaev as well. You know what I mean? Nah, probably not. But also, another thing, Strickland had to take the Imavov fight on short notice because he got done dirty in the Cannonier fight. He even said afterwards, I'm only here because of bad judging. You know what I mean? Which is a problem for Strickland because he does have to go to the decision to win a lot of the times, you know? Unless it's Fluffy that can't take a knee to the body. Paramount UFC is a joke. I feel like MMA Joey right now, but it's true. Matchups have been terrible this year. I would agree with that. I would agree it's been terrible so far, but this is not a terrible matchup. It really, listen, if you don't like Strickland, fair enough. This is not a terrible matchup at all. It really, like even Volkov Acosta, that's a good matchup. Brady Buckley, that's a good matchup. This is a bad matchup. I don't get the point in this rematch at all. I don't know why they're doing this. You could have done something more fun here, I feel like. This is a fun little fight. This is a fun scrap. What else was that? Quillen Salkild, Dariush. I like that one. I like that one for just getting Quillen Salkild up in the rankings, though, right? I don't like the Yodong washed Figueiredo headliner. That's a bad main event. I don't like that one. But the White House card, as much as I've kind of like, I'm excited for it personally, I think the matchups are bad. The matchups could be way better. But I don't mind the Gaethje one because it is on the White House. If there's any time to do a Gaethje Topuria fight, it would be on the White House. Garn Pereira could be better if it was for the Faken title. If I was the UFC, I probably would have taken the belt from Tom and just said, you fight the winner guaranteed. What else was there? I don't know. I can't remember. But you're going to get Makhachev versus either Morales or Gary, hopefully. I hope it's Morales. That'll be a fun one. And then, yeah. I don't know. I think the rest of the year is going to pick up a lot better. I do think until this point in March, I agree with you. But there's also some other good events. We got Adesanya Piper. That's a good main event. Lerone Murphy, Evloev. That's a great... Even though I'm not a fan of Evloev or watching him, that's a sick event, sick fight, sick matchup, you know. It is... Don't make this about my hate for Strickland. I just genuinely believe and know Imavov is the number one. I just disagree. We can agree to disagree, but this is a better matchup than the Imavov one. I don't know. I just don't. I don't agree personally, but it is what it is. I think Imavov's next. I'll say that. I think Imavov should be next, though. If it was Imavov, I wouldn't really complain, but I prefer this. I'm happier with this. Usman versus Morales, so Usman gets slimed out. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Even not to hate Usman, I'm just a massive Morales fan, to be honest. I would love to see Morales just go on a tear. Even though I do kind of worry he's going to get, not fraud checked, but kind of like, there's going to come a point where Morales actually does get skill mogged. I hope that day doesn't come soon, you know. We need more prospects. I can't think about a lot of outside Salkild. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, we got Gutierrez on the 328 card. He's a good prospect. Yeah, I think Gutierrez, he's going to knock out Ozzy Diaz, so that'll be a good one, you know. Morales is Cesti, bro. Yeah, but I find it funny. That's what I find fun. I don't know. I like Morales. I like his fights. And I kind of find the Cesti stuff funny. And I like that he's a Miles Morales fan because Spider-Verse is my favorite movie of all time. When I tell people that, they think I'm being autistic because I'm a grown man saying it. But I'll stand on that. Spider-Verse is one of the best movies ever made. So I fuck with Michael Morales 100%. Sean has the personality of a racist man who is racist for no reason and no one laughs. Great guy. I do think listen, does he say out of line shit? I would agree with you. But I feel like it's just an act. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, by the way. But I don't know. I just think that's his thing. I don't know. It work. You can't deny it. This is the thing, by the way. I'm not saying you do this personally, but this is what the media does, and certain MMA YouTubers, let's just say, but even like the likes of Luke Thomas. Sean Strickland will pull up. Let me just read this. I'll get to this, actually. Let me just read this donor first. Naveed, thank you for the £2 again. I think that's £4 now. Thank you, brother. White House fights are uncompetitive, except for Alex. All right, let me just remember the Strickland. Chat, remind me, I want to say the Strickland thing afterwards. Yeah, I do agree with you. Ilya Gaethje isn't really competitive. It should have been Arman or Islam, but it is for the White House. If you're going to do the Gaethje fight, he does have an interim title. It is bullshit, but we've made our bed now. We have to lay in it. If there was a time to do that fight, it would be the White House. Ilya Islam is generational, regardless of the venue. Even Ilya Arman is a massive fight, regardless. So at least that spices it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, Pereira Garn, that's obviously a good fight. It's close on the odds. Chandler Rufi is an assassination. O'Malley and Sahabi is... I don't like that one. Should have been Sanhagen. Or even... I don't know if this is a hot take, chat. Even if you don't do Sanhagen and you're just going to be goofy with it, just do Peyton Talbot O'Malley. I would rather Peyton Talbot does it, gets the O'Malley fight. That would have been cooler. Because also, Sahabi even does win. Aging Sahabi pushing 40. Like, what do you do with that? You know what I mean? What were the other fights? Bo Nickel and Carl Dawkins. That's a dumbass fight. Shouldn't even be on there. And Lopez, Steve Garcia. That is a competitive fight, to be fair. I do think Lopez wins. He should win. I feel like he'd be a moderate favorite. But that is a sick fight. That's a good scrap. I feel like if the White House had prelims and that was on the prelims, everyone would love it. But yeah. So anyway, as I was, thank you for the £2 again, bro. What we talk? Oh yeah, Strickland. This is what happens with Strickland. He shows up. He basically shows up to a media press conference, pre-fight press conference, as if he's about to do stand-up comedy. The way he acts, he shows up. He does the same routine. He says out-of-pocket shit. He says the shit that people don't want to say on stage. He even, to be honest, Strickland says shit that I bet other fighters think they just wouldn't say it. But Strickland says all the shit that he knows is going to get attention. Like, I don't care about it, but I don't make content on it. But people that do get heated by it, like the MMA media, they make articles on him. Why is this guy even allowed to be able to speak, let alone fight? They'll make videos on it like Luke Thomas. They're the ones that promote him the most. People that get offended by Strickland are the ones that tend to push him the most. In my opinion, at least. So I never really like when they criticize. I'm not saying you, by the way, in chat. But when people criticize him, I'm like, you're the ones kind of promoting him the most. You're giving him the most attention, you know? People care more about Sean's personality than it is a fighting ability. But he is good, though. He is very good. He's a middleweight great. He really is. Obviously, he's not the most entertaining, if that's what you mean, Pencil. I would agree. But I don't know, he brings a show, which I'm happy. I think it's a good... Listen, chat, we can wait until the fight happens, and then let's see what happens. I think he'll make an entertaining fight out of it. Out of like the fact that everyone's gonna count him out, say he has no chance. Once he can make Hamzat work for it a little bit more than DDP did, could be interesting, you know. Again, though, I just want to be clear. I am picking Hamzat to win, though. Complaining about words, but watching people give brain damage is hilarious. Yeah, I just don't care about that. I don't know. I don't care about it, to be honest. Listen, I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with some of it. I don't agree with all of it, but I just feel like I genuinely feel like he is kind of rage baiting a lot of the time, though. Throw it back for $20. All right, let me just do it now. Oh, sorry, my camera didn't pick that up. My bad. But yeah, I'll wait on the $20. Sean personality and fighting style are the biggest contrast. That's true. They don't really align with each other. That is true. I would definitely agree with that. You'd think he would show up more BMF-like, let's just say. Not so much the Oliveira style BMF, but do you see Joe Rogan say the UFC White House might even get... It might do. I don't know. He was kind of hinting at it, but this is my thing with the White House. I get it's a different level because it's literally the White House. But also, I don't know if there's like Americans sleeping on this. The World Cup is going to be going on daily at the same time. Bigger events, there's going to be multiple bigger events in stadiums around the US daily for like days on end. Like if the World Cup's happening, I don't see like I don't know. I get it's literally at the White House, so that's a different it's different gravy at that point. But the fact that the World Cup's happening, I'm like, well, anything can happen at the US at this point, I take my religion very seriously. When someone like Strickland says the shit about it, I assume you mean, I am no bitch. Sorry, bro. I will not take that shit. Listen, I feel like it's fair. We can agree to disagree. I'm not saying you have to feel a type of way about him. I'm just saying I'm happy for this fight. I respect. Listen, if you want to be, I'm not even. Listen, this is my thing. I'm not even mad if people don't like him. I would just respectfully disagree with your take on it. But I understand. You know what I mean? But at the same time, listen, this is the thing. I'm assuming you're Muslim by what you're saying because the whole Hamzat thing. But wouldn't you rather, or are you not excited for the idea that Strickland's going to say all this shit, which you may not like? I respect that. But he will say all this shit, and more than likely, he's going to get humbled pretty badly about it. Like, does that not excite you? The fact that you also think he has no chance, surely you'd be expecting him to get humbled. Wouldn't you like that, though? No wonder why that guy's a Mosfar. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I do wonder why everyone does have fans, to be honest. If Gaethje wins, can we scrap? Yeah, if he wins, because it's never going to happen. Ultimate fried chicken. Y'all forget that people love to drink and sit down watching TV on the weekends. Don't matter what is on. They will find a way. I don't even know what the fuck chat's talking about at this point, to be honest. Don't do a Sanhagen O'Malley. Corey's just going to wrestle him like a pussy. You know what, DX? I do agree with you. I do feel like the excitement for a Sanhagen O'Malley is kind of like that boat's kind of, I don't even know saying to say it. That ship sailed, basically. But I would do O'Malley, Peyton Talbot. Because also, if Talbot does win, but I feel like even if you lose, you're going to build more name recognition off this, just being off this card alone. I think Steve Garcia's going to lose, but he's going to have a fun fight, and people are going to become fans of him. You know what I mean? I can see him losing and people being like, oh, you know what? I'm going to tune into his next fight at least. He can actually be out of the apex moving forward, basically. So I feel like if you put Peyton Talbot on there, he can have a fun fight with O'Malley. I feel like it works well, Yes, it does excite me, but I just wanted Imavov to get humbled first, as he is number one. Fair enough. Listen, I think we've kind of talked it to death. I think we can respectfully agree to disagree, right? We'll see how it goes, though. I don't know. Maybe you are just excited for either one. Fair enough. If you wanted Imavov instead of Strickland, fair enough. I just wanted Strickland instead, to be honest. But I think Imavov should be after this, for sure. I don't even know if there's really anyone. Brahalo's not in the mix. He's going to have to keep winning. DDP got beat so bad. That's not going to get a rematch. Doritta's leaving to light heavyweight, so that's done. And he weren't even going to get to a title shot anyway. So Fluffy got cooked by Strickland. So yeah, I mean, Imavov's going to be next anyway. You know what? I think a fair balance at least is they can just say to Imavov, you can just relax. If you want to fight, you can fight. But if you want to just wait second half of the year, the title shot's yours. I feel that's fair. Fair's emo kid phase. I mean, I'm not at the emo phase yet, but I'm just, I wish I could be at the emo phase because my hair looks so shit right now, but it is what it is. You think it's Gaethje's last fight? Well, considering I think he's going to get slimed out and wake up in the back of an ambulance, probably. But you know what? I kind of also think it's going to be a cool moment getting to see Gaethje retire at the White House. That will be a wholesome, even though it's going to be him like this, around his coaches, half dead, and then just fucking peeling off his gloves for him, But that'll be a wholesome moment. Also, I've been thinking this as well. If you're on the White House card, if I was on the White House card, chat, I don't care where I'm at in my career. If I get an interview on it, I'm just going to retire just so I can get cool TikTok edits made of me. Even off a win or loss. And then the following week on Ariel Hawani's show, I'm like, yeah, no, I was just kidding, Just so you can get some attention on yourself. How do you go from Oliveira versus Rivovic, Gamrot? Sorry, hang on. How do you go from Oliveira versus Rivovic? Gamrot should be the most pissed off fighter. Sorry, what's the Oliveira versus Rivovic? Oh, did they replace? Oh, sorry, hang on. Did they replace Gamrot? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Crazy take. Other than Islam and Arman, who else does Ilya have? Yeah, it's either Gaethje. I mean, Gaethje. I don't want the Gaethje fight. I really don't. When it was Paddy Pimblett, maybe getting the interim title, I was all for it because I am biased. But I don't want the Gaethje fight for sure. But if there's a time to do it, if there's a time and place, it is the White House card. But I would probably go for... Yeah, no, sorry. Who else is other than that? Yeah, no, it's just Arman. Arman has to be next. He was on the Jackson podcast recently saying the UFC promised him he is next. So we'll see if that actually they live up to their word on that. Who else was there? Who else am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, Islam, if he moves up and fights Islam. But other than Arman, I don't know. Am I thinking of a contender? I don't know. There's no one else I like. I guess if, like, no, because I don't even care for the Holloway Oliveira rematch anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. There's not really anyone else. Paddy just to see if he could survive. Yeah, that would be funny, but I guess not. I guess it just won't. You know what? I actually think this, chat. I think people would disagree with me. I think Paddy would still have a better fight against Ilya than Justin Gaethje will. Just to see how far his chin can really hold up. You know what I mean? He's talking about Gamrot last fight was... Oh, sorry. My bad, bro. He's talking about Gamrot's last fight was Oliveira. Now he has to fight on an unranked fighter and can't progress his career. Yeah, but they've been doing this with Gamrot for like the longest. Like he's kind of been a bit of a either an apex warrior or just kind of not getting the opportunities he should. But yeah, but Ruiz, at least it's a sick fight. But also he's getting put on the prelims, so I don't know. Maybe, hopefully it's a fun fight at least. But yeah, Gamrot's career is cooked in terms of like title aspirations. Yeah, it's kind of over. It sucks that Islam ducked Topuria. I don't think Islam's ducking, to be honest. I never actually thought that. But maybe it's because I've lived through Jones Aspinall and like there's no kind of level to ducking than John Jones ducking. But I don't think either of them are ducking. I think the UFC, based off what I understood, because I didn't look too much into it, so chat, you're going to have to forgive me on this. From the Ilya Islam kind of files coming out today, I feel like UFC's at fault because the UFC should have offered good money for Ilya Islam. But the UFC are so complacent now, they don't have to, which is a shame. But, bro, they should pay up because that is generational, you know? But I don't mind it being later down the line because it doesn't need to be on the White House. That event is just going to be fucking crazy regardless. I think Ilya will have the mercy on Justin and submit him instead. No, I think he's going to KO him brutally. He refused to fight against Topuria. I don't know. I just see the managers going back and forth. But to be honest, I don't even care. Like, I don't think either of them are ducking. I just think at some point they're going to fight. And I'll be excited for it. I just think it's a shame that, like, it should be Ilya Arman. I think Ilya beats Arman. So I would do Ilya Arman. He'll be riding off crazy momentum with the actual MMA fans. Because, like, oh, wow, he actually fucking beat Arman. There's like, now they have to do Islam. Because if you beat Arman, there's no one else at lightweight. Like, if you beat Arman, no one, like, even though we give Gaethje no shot against Ilya already, if he's coming off an Arman knockout, Gaethje really has no shot. You know what I mean? But if you beat Arman, it's like, oh, fuck it. Send him right up. But if you beat Gaethje, it's like, well, Arman's still around. So UFC are some greedy motherfuckers. I agree there. It is annoying. It's annoying the way the system's set up. There's no incentive to make sales. So they've got their guaranteed 7 or 8 billion, whatever it is. They don't care if it's Gaethje or Makhachev. You know what I mean? But they should. Topuria and Makhachev deserve good money for that fight. That's a fucking... They got to the top of the sport. They're both double champions. They could fight each other on the biggest stage. You can afford to pay them. Pay them the fucking money, bro. It's so annoying. That sucks so much, man. Oh, God. I hate it. Yeah, but the fight at 170 would be just too much for Ilya. Not saying he can't knock him out. UFC got to dish out that 7 billion. Yeah, I do think... Listen, I think at lightweight, I might actually pick Ilya. I probably actually would pick Ilya at lightweight. At welterweight, I will pick Makhachev for sure. But you know what? He has got the puncher's chance, which is really big. We'll see how good his grappling really is, you know. Even though people want to play the gimmick of he's a grappler first. Like, at this point, like, come on, let's be honest. I would find it hard to believe his grappling's actually better than his striking at this point. But if it's good enough to deal with Makhachev, then yeah, Makhachev's probably cooked. But I think Makhachev beats him at welterweight. But if he does beat Makhachev at welterweight, then yeah, he's my GOAT, to be honest. People say Ilya has elite grappling, but I want to see that Arman fight first. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I do want to see that fight first. Everyone wants to see that fight. I don't know anyone that doesn't want to see that fight. Other than Gaethje himself, I think even Gaethje's parents would rather see Ilya fight Arman Tsarukyan, you know? I heard Amanda Nunes mention something about the... Oh, sorry, you're talking to someone else. Gutierrez is going to murder Izzy Diaz. Oh, are you going to murder Izzy? I don't know what the FM means, but yeah, he's gonna KO Ozzy Diaz for sure. I'm excited for it though. I'm high on Gutierrez. I hope he can get a lot better technically. Like just start cutting off the cage a bit more and kind of But I remember the last fight against Puliev. A lot of chat was telling me they thought he was gassing out. I just thought he was kind of, I don't know. We'll see how he does. I'm kind of high on him though. He's got the physicality and like power and like attributes to be a contender. It's just can he get? But he is very young, so if you believe his age at least. Gaethje's parents would prefer to see their boy. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if I was, to be honest, if I was literally like brothers with Gaethje, if I was Justin's brother, even though I am JG2, so maybe I am, I would honestly be like, oh God, I hope the money was worth it. You know, I know what's coming. Like when the fight's happening, I'm probably like this. You know what I mean? Ozzy Diaz is literally just a fat Mexican dude. Yeah, you know he is. Yeah, not the best of fighters, but I don't mind them. Kind of. I wouldn't push Gutierrez up that much. I think there are some people like even before the Puliev, like get him in the rankings. Like, now I don't mind the Ozzy Diaz one, but after that, you do have to step up some more. After that, Ozzy Diaz is shit. Call me crazy. They should have a special one-time belt for moments like double champ versus double champ. Or pay-per-view number 1 versus pay-per-view number 2. I thought the White House card was going to do some gimmicky belts because I never believed the 9 title fights because realistically we have 11 champions. So the maths was just not mathing on that at all. So I thought they were going to like, maybe there'd be a McGregor like money fight, but you know what I mean? Like I thought they'd do throw the BMF on there. You know what I mean? Just to say you have more title fights, even though they're not real titles, you know? I think his family are well adjusted to him being bullied by Best. But that's true. I mean, I don't know if they were there in the Khabib one because it wasn't a crowded event. Then to be fair, the Oliveira one, he did get floored instantly, and he got floored, choked out, and put unconscious and tapped all in the same round. By the way, so yeah, that was kind of an L for him. Gaethje will win. I hope. To be honest, even though you'd want the upset to happen just to make the card even crazier. I don't want to ruin Ilia Topuria as a star to have a 37-year-old Justin Gaethje as champion. I really don't want it. You know what? It's kind of tough for Ilia because he really needs to just KO Gaethje from the get-go. Otherwise, people are going to really scrutinize this fight. Like any success Gaethje has, people are going to pick Topuria apart from that. But Ilia Topuria, I mean, he was walking through big fucking elbows from Charles, which is... Once I realized how durable he is, I'm like, yeah, this guy's a demon. Yeah. He's a problem. Yeah. And he's not even 30 yet. So, but you know what? Even though I don't know, but having Gaethje on your record is nice. Even though I think it's the washed end of his career, Gaethje, at least I don't know. It's something, I guess, before you get Arman and, you know, fight Islam, even though I don't think he beats Islam. But did Max not have the BMF belt when Ilia fought him? Yeah, he had it, but it just wasn't on the line for some weird reason. Ilia's a BMF. Let's just be honest with it. If you're KOing great after great and then they're fighting each other as well, Ilia's the BMF in my opinion. And I think he actually is. He's probably the biggest star. He's getting KO knockout highlight reels, massive events. He's going to be on the White House. He's going to KO Gaethje on his... He's not even going to KO Gaethje at his home, like in his home country. He's doing it at the White House as well. By the end of at the end of Topuria's career, if he keeps going along like this, he's going to have a fucking insane career. It's crazy. 6'7"? 6'7". Yeah, Georgians are blockheads. Yeah, Marab, Topuria, the other Topurias, you know. The press conference between Strickland and Hamzat is going to be so fun to watch. I think so too. It's going to be fun to watch. That's why I'm looking forward. Listen, I don't need Imavov up there, you know. Bonjour, je m'appelle, s'il vous plaît. Nazadim Imavov, s'il vous plaît, bonjour. Merci beaucoup. But yeah, I'd rather show. Here's a fucking thing, you guys. You know? It is a whole... Okay, let me not read all that. Topuria is just so sexy, man. Thank you so much, Elijah PS2, for the... I don't know. Thank you for your input on the conversation there. Who's excited for Saturday's main event? I'm excited to see Faleos fight, but I'm not excited for the event. It's a pretty shit event, but Faleos being on it, I am excited for. Not against Josh Emmett, but he'll make for a good punching bag, I guess. Juju, why aren't you sleeping, brother? It's only 3 a.m. So I don't know. Once I knew Dana, to be honest, chat, I didn't even think we'd have the announcements even by now. I thought I'd have to wait till 4 a.m. So I'm kind of happy I went live when I did. If Alex wins the belt, would he be a top 5 all time? Because he would be a champ in 3 divisions. If he, I mean, it's kind of weird because it's like it's the interim. But if he does beat, let's just say he beats Garn and Aspinall. It's a big if, but if he does it, yeah, I say he's a GOAT. Even if I don't know if I'd say necessarily if he is a GOAT, because people will go off quality, like skill or like quality. But if you win 3 titles in the UFC, no one else can chat to you. Literally, no one else can talk to him. Double champ, yeah, we've seen it plenty of times. We've seen people fail at it. We haven't even seen someone fail at triple champion. So if he does achieve it, he's in a league of his own, really. G2 drinks monsters and smokes meth. He don't sleep. I know sleep is for the weak. And I'm a UFC fan from the UK, so I never really sleep anyway. Who are your top 3 GOATs of all time right now? GSP. If I don't include failed drug tests, then I'll throw Makhachev in there. And then maybe I'll throw in Volkanovski, maybe, or Demetrius Johnson, or I don't know. GSP's my number 1. And then Makhachev's like number 2, like tailing on him, basically. Monsters are delicious. White Monster is a delicious beverage. I don't even drink it for the caffeine anymore. I just drink it to feel alive, you know? Alex becoming the GOAT because Izzy talks too much would be so funny. Yeah, that's true. You know what's crazy is if you become a triple champion because Israel Adesanya rage baited you. Adesanya rage baited Pereira into being an absolute legend. Maybe even the best combat sports athlete of all time. I don't give a fuck about someone's fucking wrestling Olympics gold medal against 5'2" guys in the Olympics. 2 glory, double glory champion and a triple UFC champion. You're the best combat athlete of all time. I don't want to hear, oh, he didn't face wrestlers. Stuff 12 of Ankalaev's takedowns. I know he's not a wrestler, but still, you know what I mean, you know? Also, he was champion. He fought the people. Really, he kind of dodged, or he didn't dodge, but the UFC kind of helped him not fight wrestlers up until the Adesanya. They gave him the Strickland fight because Strickland was going to stand with him. But other than that, once he had Adesanya, he had to do the Adesanya rematch. There's no real way around it. So it's not like he's avoiding anyone. And then he goes up, he fights Jan Blachowicz, who did try to wrestle fuck him until he kind of got cardiac arrest after the first round, which was a close fight, by the way. It could have been Jan Blachowicz, arguably. And then Yuri Prochazka is a wrestler, but he was coming off having the belt. Same with Jamal Hill. And then they were saying he was avoiding Ankalaev because of the wrestling when he fought Khalil Roundtree. But then he fought Ankalaev, and then he rematched him, you know? And then Cyril Gane and Aspinall on the top of heavyweight. So, you know, actually, by the way, chat, I saw someone say, did the UFC get rid of Almeida so that they wouldn't have to, so that Pereira can avoid it? I'm like, why do people still think Almeida's good? He's shit. And also, he's never going to get a title shot. He fucking sucks. I'm kind of happy Sean Strickland is still being promoted in the UFC because I don't care what anyone says. Censorship shouldn't be in the sport. I agree, Ray. I agree. I don't think it should be. I don't know. Maybe it was psychic. Maybe it was more the UFC because I don't think Paramount actually cares what the UFC says or does. I mean, they literally have South Park. Like, UFC really is nothing to Paramount in the grand scheme of things. If he KOs Tom somehow, I don't know why you would deny him GOAT, to be honest. He's beat more champs than contenders in his entire career at MMA. Yeah, if he beats Gane as well and Aspinall, that's an interim champion and an undisputed champion as well. And has a third title. I think he would be the GOAT. I would agree. Imagine if Islam moves up to middleweight before retirement. That would be fun. But the thing is with Makhachev moving up to middleweight is like, I feel like that's too much, especially with Khamzat Chimaev there. I can't see him being a Chimaev. You know what I mean? Anyway, chat, I'm going to end the stream here because I'm starting to drift off. I'm struggling to read right now. So I'm going to go get some sleep. Maybe I should leave this as a public stream. Maybe I'll just leave all my streams as a public stream. I don't know if you guys would like that, but Paramount has censored South Park. Yeah, South Park fell off a while ago. It did. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alex first out, mate. Also, can we get some likes up just before I end the stream, by the way? I'll send you one later, Pencil. No, baby, don't go. Now I'm going to go, Elijah. I'm going to get some sleep because I'm really tired, to be honest. What are the matchups again? I'll run through them real quick, I guess, while I'm about to fall asleep over here. We have got the first one announced. I don't give a fuck about that one. Sterling and Salah. We already knew of that. We knew of this. The co-main event to this was Dariush and Sal killed. I'm not even going to break it down anymore because I've done it enough. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to sleep. Never mind. I don't need to do this. I'm too tired. I can't be asked. Bye, everyone. I'm just going. I can't be asked. I just realized what I was doing. Anyway. See you, fellas.